Hello everybody. I'm back from my computer crashing when I played Paladins. And I've been wanting to play Metroid Prime for a long while. It seems fitting to play it this year now that it's 2020 because Metroid Prime 4 is definitely coming out in 2020. So I gotta be ready for it. You'll notice I'm playing the trilogy. It has all three of them, but I'm just gonna be starting on the first. If you don't know what this is, it's Nintendo's FPS game. So, you know, Nintendo FPS games. Probably the two things I can get away with making content on. I figured throw them together. The Wii version. Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing on a Wii. I'm here with my Wii. No, so I am playing... Don't tell Twitch. I'm playing on a modified version of the Dolphin emulator because someone made something called Prime Hack. It's a version of Dolphin that allows you to play Metroid Prime on mouse and keyboard. Traditionally, it's meant to be played on either a GameCube controller or a Wiimote. I will be using neither. So, expect the FUNKe VODs comments to be making fun of me for playing the game wrong, I'm sure. Give us the link. You can just Google it. Now, I will say, anyone that's interested in playing Metroid Prime like this, it takes a little bit of setup. It's annoying. You have to find, you know, the right ISO, set it up, change a couple things. I'm not only playing just Metroid Prime on mouse and keyboard. I've actually done a couple of things to this. It's still the vanilla game, but I have a HD texture pack, just so it's basically remastered. Slightly higher FOV, it's 90 instead of 60 as it should be. The game, as you can see in this footage, has a lock-on mode. I'm gonna try and avoid using that, because that's meant for controller players who can't fucking aim. And since I have a mouse, it shouldn't be necessary, but we'll see. I've never played Metroid Prime, by the way. This is completely blind for me. I'll try not to ask for backseating. Oh, and thank you, Nostalgia for subbing. You mean C? Oh yeah. I'm playing on a CD, not an ISO. Before that, though, it's been about 6 days since my last stream. I hope everyone has had a good week. I hope you got what you wanted in Smash. I had planned on streaming yesterday, but I ended up going and seeing a movie. It's called Weathering with You. It's an anime movie by the people who created Your Name. You probably know what Your Name is. If you're in my chat, then you probably at least know that anime movie, even if you didn't see it. The creators of that made another one. It's like an anime I wouldn't call it a rom-com, but it's like it has that undertone, you know. It sounds weeby, and it is, but I liked it. I saw the movie, I thought it was good. A visual spectacle. Expect me to probably talk a little bit about it throughout this stream, just because it's fresh in memory. I would recommend it. I don't know if I'd recommend you go see it in a theater, if you're not super into anime. But if it ends up on Netflix or Hulu, or somewhere that you can see it, I would recommend it. Kiss Anime? The works. I'm not gonna be talking about spoilers or anything. You don't have to worry about that. What say you, chat? Should I just, like, jump into this game, start playing it? Also, I'll just get out of the way. The Minecraft TF2 stream, it's still being worked on. I posted in the Discord an update about what's happening in it, if you're curious. But that is not tonight. This is a game I've been wanting to play for a while, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick my me. And start. I actually have to erase my slot first. I had to test it to make sure everything worked. Now I'm good. The game starts off quickly. Yeah. Oh, I also have the ability to speed it up. So I think I'm going to play the game like 10 or 20% faster game speed and pretend that it's a Doom game. We'll see if I regret that decision. Again, this is the first time I've ever played, so... You know. And I'll obviously be deciding if I go on to 2 and 3 as I go. I'm not going to be streaming it tonight. I don't think I would even be able to finish this. But I'm playing on the Prime Hack launcher, which lets me play mouse and keyboard. It also lets me change the FOV and the mouse sensitivity, for those curious. So this really is, like, I could set the FOV to be 200, I think, and game speed 200, and just pretend that it's a Doom game. And I have people in chat already asking if I'm playing on actual hardware. If I'm playing on a cracked Wii. Please. Oh, it's that character. They should add this character to Smash. He's iconic. They should add a variant of her without her armor. I would play the fuck out of that. I would try to main that. It's Super Metroid. Okay. Got the easy jokes out of the way. So, that was the opening cutscene to Metroid Prime. As you can see, higher FOV. It's a little bit faster than normal. Mouse and keyboard. Pretty standard. Someone asked me, like, how high this can go. And I haven't actually tested how high the FOV can go. It can't go to 300. It seems like the upper limit's probably like... it's 101. This is the highest I can possibly make it. Which, to be honest, this works. I could... Look, now it's a Doom game. I'm gonna set it to 500. I should do it on 500% speed, 101 FOV, veteran difficulty. Are there any Prime enthusiasts in chat that could tell me if I'd get my ass stomped in for doing that? Okay, I'm gonna slow it down. I want to have a somewhat authentic experience, which means I need to go like 120. Also, it should go without saying, but you'll probably hear me talk a little bit about Smash tonight. This is a Nintendo property. By the way, the controls on mouse and keyboard work. Everything works. It's a little weird, though. Like, to pull up my scanner, I have to hit E and 1 at the same time. And I can't set it to, like, just E. I think because there's variants later in the game. But, gonna go ahead and get through this. Technically, I've beaten this area before. When I got my wisdom teeth out, I started playing Metroid Prime on my Android phone. I wouldn't recommend it, but I can tell you I, like, started playing and I thought, I want to play this. I want to actually experience this game. Funk, I'm a Prime enthusiast. The way you're playing makes me triggered. Stay mad, console pleb. You're just mad that you didn't get to use mouse and keyboard. Although I feel like there's probably a mouse and keyboard peripheral for the Wii, right? They made 3,000 peripherals for that console. One of them's gotta be a keyboard. So, I can lock on with my right click at any time. I'm gonna avoid doing that. Again, you know, I would think for the amount of hours I've put in FPS games, I don't need a lock on. But, hey, it's a Nintendo game. Might end up being more difficult than I expected. Funk, even if there was, the USB port on the Wii probably wouldn't fucking work with it. Yeah, you're probably white. What? You're probably right. Well, based on my analytics, you're probably white too, but it's not what I meant. Listen, I'm still getting over my list. Alright. Funk, when are you gonna actually play a Doom game on stream? Doom Eternal! March 5th, baby! Although I am pretty pumped for Animal Crossing, so it's kind... I'll be honest, it's pretty neck and neck for which one I would rather play first. Although it wouldn't be a terrible idea to play, you know, like Doom 1 before then, or Doom 64 before Eternal. That's kind of why I wanted to play this. Because, you know, it's a space shooter game. Basically Doom. Or Alien Isolation if I had a gun. Uh-oh. Play both? No, I don't think I'm going to try and play 2 games at once again. You guys want to see something? I had initially planned on streaming the Smash Direct the other day. But it was at 9 AM, and my sleep schedule's weird, so I didn't end up doing it. But I actually ended up preparing something in case I had streamed it. And it makes me kind of glad I didn't. I had made a bingo card. Unfortunately, it was a very specific bingo card. And, well, I guess I'll just hold on to this one for 2 years. It's bound to eventually come in handy, right? You know what? I want to at least show you. I had made a bingo card for if Dante was added into Smash. Because I really was confident it was going to be Dante. Everything... I can't tell if the DMC Twitter was intentionally, like, baiting. But they were like, look out for January 16th. You know, the games were coming out on Switch. I'm sure everyone here knows. Like, Dante, there was a lot of empirical evidence. And I was ready to hard main Dante, and it just didn't happen. And you know, Byleth, I saw him. My roommate mains Corrin. I was surprised he said he was gonna keep playing Corrin and not Byleth. You know, Byleth looks cool. I like the idea. Just, I feel like Byleth is to Smash Brothers like Orisa is to Overwatch. In that they're unique, but they're just a bunch of pre-existing mechanics put together. So it's not really original, it's just different. And I feel like personally, if Byleth was Fighter 2 on the pass, people probably wouldn't be as mad. But because it was the final one on the pass, that was like the final straw for a lot of people. Like, damn, Sakurai knew he was gonna make people mad. The original is hard to get now? Yeah. If you mean, what I'm playing now. I don't feel bad about playing mouse and keyboard Metroid Prime, okay? This is my gamer culture. This is my right as a PC gamer to play how I want. Funk, I'm just saying, even with mouse and keyboard, Prime 2 will make you go, ugh. Okay. I mean, I'll get there. I'm more than open. I actually edited my Dolphin, or rather, I emulated some of my drivers so I can use my Wii GameCube adapter on Dolphin. Also, I should do charge shots more. So if it comes to it, I can play on GameCube. I have a Wii nunchuck, but I don't know if I... That one's gonna take some fuckery if I want to use, which I don't. Why is it sped up? Just because I'm using mouse and keyboard, which makes it much easier to play. So I thought speeding it up, like, just very slightly. This is it on normal. Also, technically, Wii games are frame rate locked, so it can only go up to 60. So if I speed up the game, that's like technically getting more frames. I'm playing the game on like 65 FPS now. This is triggering you? Are you that frustrated by Metroid Prime being slightly faster? More like Metroid Twitch Prime. That's funny. That's comedy. Why didn't I think of it? Insert metallic sphere. I'm a metallic sphere. Any interesting dreams? I couldn't list one, but I did go through my Google Doc of dreams and counted. I've been keeping track for like the last 3 to 4 months. And I had about 30 dreams documented. I don't document dreams of nights I don't have a dream or they're really boring. And then I counted how many of those dreams were lucid. And out of about 30 dreams, I had 8 lucid dreams. Which is roughly like 25%. So 25% of my dreams, I know I'm dreaming in them. And I kind of have control. I just thought that was interesting. There's no meaning to that statistic. I think it's probably higher than the average person, though. I didn't think much of it, but today I was cleaning the sheets on my bed, just like, you know, throwing them in the wash. And I noticed at the end of my bed, it says Lucid in huge text. And I'm starting to think maybe it's my mattress that makes me lucid dream. I got like a haunted mattress that lets me travel to other dimensions when I fall asleep. That sounds like the concept of an anime movie. Actually, no, that was the concept of Your Name. That was the story of Your Name. Now that I think about it. Which, good movie, by the way. The guys who made Weathering With You and also Your Name, fun fact, they actually swallowed up a lot of Studio Ghibli when Ghibli kind of stopped what they were doing. So, you know, if you like Ghibli movies, they don't waste their animation budget. They really do work. Also, this is the first boss. I have fought it just because I was, you know, making sure I didn't have frame drops. I don't know if I'm beating it the right way. That's not that hard. Funk, maybe this is a lucid dream. Yeah, I think Plato wrote a book about that. I think there are a couple of philosophers who I think, therefore I am. Funk, any prominent repeating themes in your dreams? Yeah, I have a lot of school-based dreams, and I don't know why. I don't think about school that much. They're not college ones either. They're like high school. A lot of my lucid dreams... There was one lucid dream where I was in a school hall room that was on fire. And I was running down the hallway that was on fire. But the weird thing was, the hallway was located on a cruise ship that was sinking in the middle of the ocean. So I was in a school hallway that was on fire that was sinking. And this was also the dream where I started T-posing and flying down the hallway. For those that remember that part of the story. Kind of running low here. You'll notice a couple of potential stutters. Again, that's just my Wii acting up. Funk, sounds like you're mentally fucked up. I wouldn't disagree. I'm not going to argue with you. Containment seal breach. Larva vital signs critical. Secure area and terminate specimen. You know, I feel like I should just maybe... just in case... This is why I'm doing sped up with no lock-on. Just extra challenge. And I mean, I'm not on veteran mode, so it's kind of justified, I think. Funk, if Dante were to get into Smash, what DMC weapons would you want? Oh, wrong button. Hold on. I can show you. I want an Agni and Rudra attack, which are the red and blue swords from DMC 1. I wanted a motorbike attack, maybe like a side special, where he like pulls out his motorcycle and swings it. I don't have that many listed here. But if they were to add Dante, then I think they should have made him primarily... They shouldn't have made him one type of fighter. If anything, he could have been like Byleth. You could have done Byleth or Dante. Just every different thing is like a different weapon. Oh, and obviously stance switch. I think what would have been cool is have stance switch and then have the devil trigger attached to the style meter. Which I feel like is maybe a little too much for Dante. Oh my gosh, I might have to lock on for this. I'm allowed to lock on for the rats, okay? The slime jelly beans. But what you could have done for Dante is you rack up style points by using different types of attacks. I guess kind of like Joker. And once you hit SS, you unlock Devil Trigger. Or something like that. But, like, DMC has so many unique mechanics that you could implement to Smash. And they went with Fire Emblem. At least I learned how to count in what is it, with my fingers. In Nerd. In coding. In binary, I think it was. You know, I'm of the opinion that Sakurai deserves something. Because remember, when he announced the Fighter Pass so early, post the game's release, you know what? Remember what everyone said? They said, Sakurai, my dude, you deserve a break. Please stop. Now, I'm not happy about Fire Emblem, but anyone that's getting mad at Sakurai, that's pushing it. I'm of the opinion Sakurai deserves one. And he got his one. It was Terry. Now give me the 6th. I'm actually pretty confident the reason... Oh my god, they were in a line. It's like a Rat King. I'm pretty confident the reason they added a 6th fighter is because they knew people would be pissed about this. And it was kind of their sorry. I did not anticipate this segment. I thought I was going to be fighting real grunts. I'm sorry for using lock-on. I feel like it's way easier to lock on with mouse 2. Just because I can spam it way faster than on a controller. You know, weirdly, this time around, I saw a lot of people trying to get Heavy Weapons Guy in Smash. On all of the places I follow for Smash hype, I saw a lot of people unironically thinking Heavy would get in. Which, you know, I'm on that boat too. But be real. Funk, do you like the Black Album? I don't remember that Beatles album. I only remember the White Album. The White Album's great. You know, I think... I'm glad you brought up the Weezer's Black Album. Terry and Byleth are to Sakurai like the Black Album are to Weezer. They're not for me, but the creators deserve it. It's for them. They've given me what I wanted. I got Banjo. So, you get one. You get a couple. Also, I didn't think the Black Album was bad. I just thought it wasn't for me. I thought it was not that experimental. I don't want to get into it. I'm not trying to, do a Weezer review. I didn't think it was bad, though. Funk, what do you think about the upcoming Van Beatles? I think it's finally Ringo's time to shine. After all those years, he just had to wait everyone out. And it's gonna work, as long as Paul doesn't... As long as... Well, I like some of Paul's solo stuff. I guess I could be okay with a Van Beatles made by McCartney. Is there still one? Oh. Funk, what is your favorite Weezer album? I'm gonna have to think on that one, dude. You're gonna have to email me that one. It's too pressing. Funk sounds like he has a gun pointed at him. I don't. I promise I don't. That's Samus's scream? That's blood-curdling. Oh my god. It's the first time I've heard that. That's scary. Okay, first death. It's... Oh, shit. Achoo! Oh shit, where am I? Oh, okay. Cool. I don't know what happened. Yeah, no, I'm playing on the on the Switch remaster, guys. It has a fast forward and rewind feature. I mean, obviously, I didn't actually beat the game, but it's my choice. And I'm gonna have to go through this segment again. Technically, they're not rats. These are more like silverfish. All right, I'm going to speed run through here. It's like aimbot. This is when you spectate a sniper on any EU TF2 server. Listen to Maladroit. All right, here's your one daily discussion of Weezer. Maladroit is the most underrated album. The Blue album is objectively better, but Pinkerton is more like... Pinkerton has more artistic merit, but Blue is objectively better. And I think Van Weezer will be passable. Not high tier, but passable. There are your opinions, okay? We good? I don't like Weezer, lol. I don't blame you. They've done a lot to lose people's trust. Best Joe Bro and Joe Foe. I've never heard the term Joe Foe. Gyro is the best Joe Bro. Like, of the entire cast. Probably one of the best characters. Joe Foe, I don't want to get into it. I'd have to get spoilery. I don't remember the FOV being high. I'm playing on 90. I specifically catered my modding so it imitated that of like a 90s FPS game. You know, your Quakes and your Dooms. But the actual game is on 60. You have to keep in mind this game was designed for GameCube, and the trilogy was remade for the Wii. So it's still pretty limited. But thanks to modding, someone should make a video on why modding is so important. You know, I got an email, like, this week, offering me a $12,000 sponsorship. It's not actually, but, like, the name of it was, like, $12,000! And they started it off with, "Hey, Funk, I understand you don't upload anymore." And that hurt, but I appreciated them being real. They basically started the email with, "Hey, I know that you're a dead YouTuber, but, you know, if I can be first in line..." I'm not gonna say the name of... It wasn't them, but it was someone who said they had a connection to them. So, you know, maybe it was them. I have opted to not name drop them because I've realized that the memes about them are part of their marketing strategy, and I don't want to give them that. Which, the fact that I'm saying them and you know exactly who I'm saying just highlights the problem. It was a bug spray. That's all I'll say. Use missiles. Oh, you're right. Because I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, I don't, like, know all the controls. But I do know F shoots like a bomb. I should actually check that. I'm going to clear this room and double check my controls just so I don't go the whole stream not using things. F to bomb. This is the bomb that you're referring to? The missile? The mod is called Prime Hack. It's not technically a mod, it's a Dolphin... It's a modded version of Dolphin Emulator. No, I think it's much easier if I just charge shots and don't lock on. Alright. This reminds me of that room with all the flying swords in DMC 4. Everything reminds me of DMC 4. There's this indie Doom-like game called Ultra Kill. Again? Wait, the same spot? Fuck! It's a good thing I didn't play on Veteran. What? I think what's happening is I'm running out of time. Achoo! There's this indie FPS game called Ultra Kill. I highly recommend it. I'll probably stream it one day. But it's like a mix of Doom, old school Doom, and DMC4. Is it DMC? The creator said that it's inspired by all the good parts of Devil May Cry. It has a style meter, just for reference. You know, I've actually been, like, compiling a bunch of indie, like, old-school shooter games, so I might just spend one night going through a bunch of them, because they aren't that long. Anyways, I recommend Ultra Kill. It has one of my favorite bosses in any game, but I won't spoil that. I'm already low. I need to play this one safely. Well, you know what I need to do? I need to get off of 120% speed. Are you gonna play a Medieval or Ion Fury? Yeah, those are part of my list. I actually really liked watching the Medieval speedrun at AGDQ. The creators kept cursing for a charity stream. I found it funny. Funk, you can bomb rush the rats. I will do that. I'm trying to play smart, you know? In fact, I think I'm gonna more regularly wink, wink, save, wink. It just doesn't feel like it's hitting as many as I want it to. Also, I think the HD textures mod I have makes it a little harder to read the HP. I'm not certain, but we'll see. What's your next vid gonna be about? I've elected to not talk too much about the video stuff, because I've found the longer it goes, the more I want to explain, just so people know that something's being worked on. But there's a real studied psychological phenomena where the second you talk about something you're working on, you're less likely to finish it. And I've been reading studies like this, so I'm just not gonna fucking tell you. I'm leaving you in the dark. I don't even know. It's being worked on. I've talked about it before. I'm sure if you watch enough VODs, you'll find info, but I don't want to get too into it. Yeah, well, it's just a phenomena I can explain if you're curious. The phenomena is when you talk about something that you're trying to do, it sort of releases dopamine because you feel good about, oh, I'm getting it out there, like, this is real, I'm getting stuff done, I'm talking about it, so it's real. Oh, that's why I die. And the second you do that, the second you say, I'm working on this, and that dopamine releases, your brain's like, well, now it's not as big of a deal that I actually get it out, because, you know, I already accomplished something. So your brain kind of convinces itself, like, yeah, whatever. And you kind of get bored of the idea, I guess. I don't have citations for this study. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but you know, I fucking love psychological stuff like that, and I think there's merit to it. I've experienced it, as you can probably tell just by my upload schedule. So, I just respectfully, I don't want to get into detail on what I'm working on. Your video on animation art had me inspired. Yeah, dude. Even if you don't, like, do animation or care about visual design, videos about, like, game art are a blast. I would recommend New Frame Plus. It's made by one of the previous speaker of Extra Credits. The old guy. Not like he is old, but the previous one. It's a channel that talks all about, like, video game animation. He left, like, months ago. I don't remember, like, the reasoning or anything. I think he just wanted to pursue his own stuff. But he has his own YouTube channel now, which I really like. And he actually has, like, industry practice, whereas I'm just some self-taught idiot. Like, I think even in my videos, there's some faulty information I'm not proud of. Like, I said it in my Fighters video that TF2 is cel-shaded, but I don't think that's entirely correct. It's not that it's cel-shaded. It's just, like, some of the things that are used to do cel-shading are also used in TF2. He used to work at Pixar, I'm being told by chat. So there you go. A bit more credit. I'm definitely farther than before, I need to keep it that way. He said, jokingly. Well, it's time to continue from my thankfully forward-saved state. But first, I gotta go end the YouTube free demo. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Bye, YouTube. I gotta bail on that stream for reasons. AI news? Oh, I heard some AI news, but I don't remember it, sadly. If anyone else knows some artificial intelligence news, you can jog my memory. I haven't been reading up on AI. I've been reading, like, philosophy books. I've been reading about Stoicism. Although I don't know how much I can explain that. I love Twitch chat, but it's a bit of a philosophical graveyard. I'm in... Wait, what speed am I? No, I'm 100 speed. Movie making AI? I don't know anything about that, but actually, while I was looking for Metroid HD packs, I learned that there's a neural network that upscales old video game textures. And it was used to upscale, like, Final Fantasy VII, I think. A bunch of old school games, and there was also one for Metroid Prime 1. There is an AI that does texture packs. Which just blows my mind. And I don't even think it's that bad. It's, like, decent. Obviously, I'm sure it needs some manual tweaking, but... We're getting there. Vsauce was on the Artificial Intelligence podcast. Always a great listen. Although Vsauce's opinion of... He thinks much more, like, hopefully, of the future than I am expecting. If you listen to, like, John Carmack or Elon Musk talk about AI, it makes you want to take, like, a big swig of rum. Like, everything is just over, based on their opinions. Maybe not John Carmack. John Carmack... he's hopeful of AI. Why no chat on YouTube? Because I don't read that chat. I read Twitch chat. It's just easier for me. Also, you know, a lot of the people in that chat would just be asking questions that I don't need to answer. You know. Up here I am. FUNKe, check out Xandornum if you want some multiplayer Doom. Winky face. I don't know what that implication is, but I'll look it up, thank you. You okay, man? I'm hanging in there. I think I'm good. Now, we all go through our ruts, but... I'm getting, like, work done on the shit that I normally do. I had a very sluggish week this week, I will say. Which is why I wasn't streaming very much. But it was a good one, you know. Saw a couple good films. Got some FUNKe progress. I learned about this thing nearby in Atlanta. It's called The Void. It's like an escape room, but in VR. Like a VR escape room. You put on the thing, the headset, and you're in this like pre-made space, and the games are built around it. And I was thinking of going to that with some friends. I'll let you know how it is. I don't think I can really stream that. It sounds dystopian, but I'm a sucker for shit like that. Is it worth loading this save state? I mean, I guess I'm low health, and that's an issue. But I'll have to start from the beginning of the game if I don't save state. Which, I'm a real gamer, I don't mind. But I'm playing on Doom rules. I'm allowed to restart. How to grow channel Funk? Don't ask me, dude. You ask my analytics, I'm suiciding right now. I mean, in reality, you kind of have to play YouTube. You have to play the system, you gotta know what's trending, you gotta abuse tags. Do your research. I'm not the guy to ask. Quite frankly, I am fucking astounded by the fact that I'm still around, honestly. Because my philosophy on YouTube has always been, don't play the game, don't give in, just do what you want to do, make cool shit. And don't worry too much about if it's relevant or trending. And somehow I've gotten by. I think I'm gonna have to restart, because this is just... There's no hope. Run past the rats. You know what? I'm gonna give that a try. I'm gonna run past them on 140. Fuck. It's a locked door. This is the tutorial? It's a good thing I chose this, because I was considering either playing this or Ninja Gaiden. And I've been told Ninja Gaiden is... rock your socks. This is much more effective than what I was doing. I'm gonna save state. I'm dead. Actually, it was either Ninja Gaiden or Bayonetta. And I had some people recommend to me Bayonetta, because it's easier than Ninja Gaiden, it's newer, probably just be an overall better experience. Oh boy. And I have the low HP Pokemon sound blasting in my ear, so you know this is a good sign. I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at. Oh shit, there's a Wind Waker grapple. I think I've said it before, but fun fact, Breath of the Wild was designed initially to have a grapple hook in it. And they said it was super fun, but it ruined all of the climbing mechanics, so they got rid of it. And I really, really hope that'll be in Breath of the Wild too. Funk, it's only a matter of time before Funk VODs triumphs. Yeah, I saw that one of the Minecraft TF2 things got like a weirdly large influx of views. It's possible that Funk VODs will become the most YouTube relevant Funk content that actually uploads, and I feel like I should be concerned about that. I guess that's good, though. That just means people at least marginally give a shit about Twitch content. Funk, how do you feel about Breath of the Wild story? I thought it was... You know, it's interesting. It was probably my favorite Zelda game because there wasn't that much story. But I also feel like they could have had more in it. I feel like they could have done more optional story. Weapon update complete. Stinger Ballistics online. Oh, okay. I gotta pay attention for, like, info. Begin umbilical retraction? Ew. Okay. No, I thought Breath of the Wild... I think they just need to add more side quests with meaningful content, and it would be like... Game of the Year. I mean, it already was Game of the Year, but... Like, for Breath of the Wild 2... That's what they need. Have more, like, side content. I was a little... disappointed in Breath of the Wild 1. Also, hold on, I need to, like, pay attention in here. It doesn't seem to be functional. There must be something nearby that'll turn it on. Clearly, it hasn't seen me in the room. Funk, if you make a grappling hook video, there's a chance Donkey might shout it out, because he likes those. I wasn't, like... I wasn't planning on making a grapple hook video. I was just saying it would be a great mechanic. Why do you think people like Sekiro so much? Okay, I'm gonna play on normal speed. Clearly, I am not ready for actual Doom. I've learned my lesson. Hold on, is there a time limit that I'm not noticing? It's possible that there's a time limit that isn't visible because of my texture packs mod. Or the game just doesn't actually say that, and I just didn't notice. Oh yeah, that's true. If I'm gonna make a video about grappling hooks, Doom Eternal has one, so... It's gonna be at least after that. I don't think I actually need to recheck these. There should be a timer. Okay, so it sounds like my custom textures are causing issue. Which I should be able to fix easy, I'd have to turn it off. But geez, that's a problem. Especially if I'm on like a save that's already hopeless. Hold on, I gotta move here. I can't be like Q&A-ing right now. Repressure successful. Why did they get rid of the basketball? Oh, it's still here. It's disabled currently. Grapple hooks, I mean, I wouldn't just talk about that. I think the bigger thing is just about mobility in games. Which I fucking love. I'm not proud to say this, and you're welcome to Omega Lol me in chat if you please, but I've put about, like, 30 hours in Smite in the past 1 to 2 weeks. And the reason is because I traditionally do not like MOBAs, but Smite is probably the most control-free MOBA I've played. You're not, like, locked in a camera. It's, like, for all purposes, a hack-and-slash game. I fucking frag on Thanatos because his ultimate is just he flies up in the air and no-clips and then kills somebody. And I love it. I've been learning how to jungle Thanatos. And I got yelled at. I have about 17 screenshots of people threatening my family's well-being in Smite. But I improved, and I'm proud to say I'm a decent jungler in Smite now. I considered streaming it, but I felt like, one, I'm gonna get laughed at if I do that. I wouldn't be good if I did that. If I'm gonna stream Smite, I'm gonna make sure I'm at least... I know how to play first. Also, it's not really content now, is it? Oh, save in progress. Mike Matei would not be proud of me of what I've done, but I don't care. I love Mike Matei, but that's one stance I don't entirely agree with. But I'm also 50% Zoomer in my blood. So, I'm gonna save state. Nobody wins if you play Smite. Here's the thing. Smite is such like a fun MOBA. And I know it's weird to hear me argue that, but it's a fun, like, it's the first MOBA I've enjoyed. The problem is everyone is so terrible in Smite. They're such awful people. So much worse than Dota or League. Everyone's so mad in that game. At all times. The amount of people that will yell at you and call you a troll because you didn't get their jungle buff at 2 minutes in, it's... Oh my god, it's a good thing my esteem has improved as I've gotten older, otherwise I would genuinely cry after a session of Smite. A new pirate data entry has been downloaded to your log. Alright. You should be getting buffs 2 minutes through. I know, and I will accept that I fucked up. But still, like, you don't gotta be a dick about it. Like that new AJJ song says, I don't disagree with you, but you don't have to be a dick about it. Also, what is... I don't know what pirate data means. Uh-oh. I think I need to access my logbook to know what to do here, but my logbook is also on a key that pauses my emulation. Hold on, I gotta go change something. New AJJ album's gonna be quirky. It's already out. AJJ put an album out like a day or two ago. I really liked it. I will say it's a little politically charged. If you're not on board with Medicare for All, you probably won't like the new AJJ album. Let's just put it that way. But I liked it. Sorry, I had to rebind a key there. Oh, uh-oh. I think I unbound another important key. I feel like the thing that PC modding needs the most is, specifically for this game, is the ability to change what the listed buttons are. Because I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, which means I need to access a bomb weapon, I think. Missiles are needed? Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, I can't use my F. Did I fuck something up again? No, the AJJ album is very good, though. I liked it. Probably one of my favorites for the year so far, but... You lost all your items? Can that happen? In this game? Is that like a soft lock? Hold on, I gotta fix my FOV. I don't know why it dropped. That's literally the story. No, what I mean is... Like, did I fuck something up, or is this just normal? Like, is it a soft lock? I should pay... yeah, you know what? That's on me. I apologize. Oh, okay. Alright, I follow. No, I think I was just under the impression that, like, it was a linear area. I didn't realize this was like a hub. Okay, I follow now. Just a misunderstanding. I like that. That's like what I want. So, good impression first. That's pretty normal for these kind of games. I wasn't surprised your stuff gets taken away. I've played Symphony of the Night. I understand how Metroidvanias work. I wasn't paying attention. We haven't had a song request stream in a while, Funk. Any plans to do one? Well, I was talking about streaming Smite at some point. If any time I do that, I will do song requests, just because it's a very, like, chill stream. The problem with song requests, one, is my stream hasn't grown that much, but it's grown enough that there's like bad eggs that if I put on song request, you know what I'm gonna get, right? So I have to be very weary with doing that. If anything, I'd probably need to actually get some new Twitch chat mods. It's been a while since I've promoted anybody. But I'm not against it. I like doing song requests. I don't stream just for content. I just stream to, like, chill. So it'll happen. It's just not, like, planned. I won't do song requests at all. It scares me. I get that, Michael. That's exactly what I'm saying. A gamer. A gamer sounds like the name of Weezer in an alternate universe. It's a mollusk. It's a Mario spike turtle. Yeah, no, I get it. Song request is just in... It doesn't help that Twitch is much more punishing if you mess up. When I started streaming back in like 2015 to 2017, Twitch had rules, but they didn't crack down on like any small streamer that was caught. It was only if you got caught like in the crossfire of the public eye and someone made you viral on Twitter. But now there's kind of like just bots looking for people that fuck up. So I have to be very careful about who I let song request, when I song request. And it doesn't help that Sinister runs Funk VODs. And, you know, if a VOD gets muted, then all of that's gone. Not that anyone, I think, is going to be looking through those streams for entertainment, but... No, you know what? No more degrading jokes. Self-positive jokes only. This is 2020. People are going to watch my SR streams. So I can't let them get muted. That's my logic. Also, I did not mean to go on the elevator. This was an accident. I can blacklist YouTube, but as some of you may know, people can make very special links and then put them in my song requests. I've learned that the hard way. Particularly thanks to Barbecue Junkie. Access to Choza Ruins West. Okay. Would you queue with viewers on Smite? Do I have to add you on Steam? Because if so, I would rather not. If there's like a... I guess I could do custom lobbies, right? Yeah, I wouldn't be against that. I'm kind of trying to learn Smite enough that I don't get yelled at people in matches. Smite's just sort of my free time game right now. I'm not... Like, I want to take a break from working on videos and streaming, but I also want to play a video game. Smite's been my go-to. And again, I stand by it. Paladins was that briefly, but I kind of like... I played so much Paladins I wanted to do something else. Which I think Paladins got an update recently. They like hard nerf shields. I don't know though, I haven't looked into it. Why do you always sound winded? Because I don't breathe from my diaphragm. Hold on. Okay. Diaphragm Funk is here. So, just playing some Metroid Prime. Fuck breathing from your head. Brought to you by Diaphragm Gang. No, I'm serious. I'm trying to breathe from my stomach more. I've noticed, for those who aren't singers, usually you just breathe like through your head, which means you don't take that deep of a breath. But if you want to like learn how to sing, you have to learn how to take in air and like hold it all in your stomach, in your lungs. Don't just use like 20% of your lungs. I have a bad habit of not taking deep breaths. I mean, not to get like personal, but I have a deviated septum, which is scientific for bad fucking nose. It's not that bad though, like that's just an excuse. So I have to like take an extra deep breath to really like get the benefit. Okay. You know, I love the idea of these isometric maps, but I've never been good at, like, following them. DMC1 had this kind of thing, too. But I was always so fucking confused that it almost didn't help. But I think I think that's just an attention problem. Who the fuck breathes through their nose? I would hope you. It's beneficial. It's healthy, I think. If you hear me going, that's me trying to breathe better. That's all I'm trying to say. Funk, I think the problem with DMC1 was the camera and everything related. Yeah. It's not my fault. The camera in that game just... But it was a Resident Evil game. I mean, you play Resident Evil 1 and then DMC1, and you totally get it. I can't remember. I think I played DMC1 first, and then later I played Resident Evil 1 Remaster. And that's when I realized, oh yeah, they are the same concept. Wait, did I go the wrong way? I thought I was going towards where it wanted me to. There were some unchecked doors. I'm sorry, I gotta go up again. I'm so happy they fucking stopped those map types. It was a trend I'm so happy died. I feel like you can make it work. It's just... I like options, you know. Have an option for me to lock it at one rotation. Now, I will say it's better when it's spinning. Like, this is probably a lot easier to get around. But it's your only option. Alright, I'm gonna explore around. I'm gonna take my time. I am on normal speed. This is normal speed right now. The tree seems to be weakened due to cellular decomposition. I listened to a Radio Lab recently that they were talking about a forest, and it was some of the trippiest stuff I've heard. I can't remember the name, but they observed this specific forest, and they scanned below it, and they found out all of the trees under the forest were communicating, and they were sharing resources. And if one type of tree was like... And it would communicate with the fungi that was in the forest. And the fungi would... Like, it would find dead animals, for example, suck up the nutrients, and then give 20% to the tree, kind of like a fee. Like, hey, here's some rent. Here's 20% of my nutrients. And this isn't like, you know, pseudoscience hocus pocus. This is empirically tested observation of the roots, all like sending signals to each other. If you're ever looking for just like a fucking ride of information, those are not friendly. Just read up on like fungi, and I don't mean like the hippy dippy stuff either. I just mean scientifically fungi, how it interacts with other shit in a forest. It's crazy. I need to get a morph ball and come back here. That's just how fungi works. I know, but this is just me learning about it and kind of realizing how cool it is. But the entire forest was basically one thing, if that makes sense. It was... Everything was working together, so it was kind of like a collective. And what was interesting, more specifically, is that all of the roots of the forest kind of mimicked the system of, like, a neural net inside of a human brain. The way all of their different systems communicate with each other. It sort of mimicked that. Which was just an interesting observation on kind of how, I guess, nature works. Like, it makes sense our brains develop this way, because that's just how shit works, I guess. Anyways, that's just some shit I've been listening to, podcast-wise. Yeah, no, I was looking at my old door. This is where I need to be going. Funk, do you know about the yellow slime organism with 700 sexes that's not classified as an animal, plant, or fungus? And you're not talking about Metroid Prime? This is real life? I genuinely can't tell if you mean Metroid Prime. No, I have not heard of that. But I believe you. I think nature's crazy. I think there's a lot of stuff going on that we don't know about. Yeah, give me the name. Don't hold out on us. You can't just cock tease an alien life form on Earth like that. Living slime. You're telling me slime girls could theoretically evolve from that? Is that what you're saying? No, it's not a slime girl. It has 700 sex. Never mind. But I mean, one of the 700. I don't know enough about even what you're describing, so. No flaws detected. I'm unplugging from streamer brain for a second just to do some recon. Learn about the toxicity levels of the tree bark. Does anyone know how Metroid Prime had initially sold? I feel like, you know, I was a bit of a Nintendo kid growing up, but this totally went under my radar, and I was crazy about the Wii. I still cannot believe it just had never crossed my mind. I guess it was because it was part of Metroid, and I knew what Metroid was, but I'd never played it. So I just figured, I won't play it. It was a GameCube. Okay, you're right. I was referring to the trilogy. But I had a GameCube too, and I was crazy about that. Actually, you know what? You just answered your own my question. It's on the GameCube. That's why I didn't hear about it. Because only 8 people bought the GameCube. But at the same time, I was one of those 8. Oh, I used lock-on, I'm sorry. How non-gamer of me. The trilogy is super rare, it was a collector's edition. Oh, well that would explain why I never got around to play it on Wii. I don't think I had entered my FPS phase around the GameCube, and that's why I had not played it, despite having a GameCube. It wasn't until, I'd say Skyrim, that I got into first-person games. And even then, shooters, that probably wasn't until TF2. Okay, I have a bit more health to work with here. I want Time Splitters 3. I haven't played, but I've heard that sentiment a lot. So you know what? I'm gonna give you my indirect support. Ape Escape, I can't back you up. No, I don't. No opinion. Yeah, Galax. I don't run the FUNKe VODs channel, but Sinister tends to keep it up, like, over time, so... anything I play will end up on there. The exception is if the entire stream gets VOD muted, which one of my Paladin streams is just gonna be lost to time. Maybe that's for the best. I don't think I played very well that stream. I think this is an area you're supposed to use lock-on. I gotta give them credit. They've designed a lot of these enemies like you're supposed to lock on. But I played UGC Highlander Platinum 1 season, so I'm above that. But damn, is this gonna tank my bitrate on Twitch? The Paladin stream might be salvageable? Okay. I mean, it's not like my VODs get that many views, so... like, getting demonetized there isn't that big of a deal. I'd be more worried about it affecting the channel. Because YouTube is just awful now, and if you do one thing wrong, you get punished. I feel like that's the biggest issue YouTube needs to address right now. It's that if one bad thing happens to your channel, then it holds over to your other uploads. If you get demonetized or a video doesn't perform well, it shouldn't affect the video after it, I don't feel like. But that's just the YouTuber in me bitching. Press down D-pad to fire. Okay. I can do that. I think that's just my F key. FUNKe, where do I apply to be Twitch chat mod? Well, last time I did it, I just ran... In the Discord, I ran applications. And I guess I'll just eventually run those. I'll let you know. Maybe I'll do it before the TF2 Minecraft stream, because those ones could definitely use some moderation. I'll let you know. If you're interested and you think you're qualified to be a Twitch or Discord mod, then just keep an eye on the Discord. I will let you know. Looks like it's a dead end, so... Did I just hear TF2 and Minecraft in the same sentence? Nah, don't worry about it. Nope. That's the thing keeping me relevant. I kid. I 50% kid. They're both good games, so, you know, as long as I have fun, I guess. That's the problem with streams like the TF2 and Minecraft one. They're so fun, and there's a real like crowd that gets around for them. The problem is they're 80% troubleshooting, which is why I keep people updated in the Discord when the next one's gonna be. I'm not running them like back to back, because it would all be testing. The last one though, yeah, I did feel the last one was in a very playable state. I did get a couple of suggestions that can potentially improve it even more. And I'm also considering maybe paying for a better host. Just like, or not a better host, but like updating my package just so it runs better. We'll see. I'm gonna double up and save my state whenever I save, just in case something happens, my game crashes. It doesn't hurt. Although, this is on Dolphin, so I think it might save my in-game data. I think I gotta, like... Yeah, I gotta go back. There's nothing wrong with a stream being troubleshooting as long as I'm having fun, it's just... There's a certain amount, like after 8 hours of it, that I just want to be doing the intended thing. The Herobrine plan? Yeah, well, I don't think I can afford the Herobrine plan for my Minecraft server, no. I have a budget for this stuff, you know. I still have rent to pay. And it's not like I upload to YouTube that much, so I don't upload, and I don't take sponsors, and my Twitch isn't that big. So, I have a cutoff for my budget of Minecraft servers, okay? You know what I learned recently? Call Me Carson follows me on Twitter. I have no fucking clue why. Completely out of my social circle. I've noticed that happens a lot. Just random people. It's humbling, I guess. It's because of the Waluigi thing? Yeah, you're right. It's because my Twitter meme is like, I think, in the top 10 all-time 2019 of r/gaming. Maybe. I don't know what the ranking is. I think something up there I can go through. But I didn't see a way up. I'll let you know when the rock follows me. Oh yeah, it is up there. Okay, I know where to go. You peaked on Twitter after the Bruno getting a snack meme. I was proud of that one. That one didn't perform as well as my other shitpost, but that was one of my favorites. I think I should have made it longer is my issue. It's been a while since I've made a Twitter meme. We'll see. Oh no, this was a dead end, wasn't it? It was the... Okay. For some reason it didn't appear. It looks like I need to go back a little bit more, though. Oh, wait. Never mind. FUNKe, why were you tweeting about horse penises earlier? I reserve the right to not answer that question. And leave it at that. If you need the context, then you can look through my replies, okay? Also, technically I didn't talk about horse penises. There was a Mario trivia that talked about how for promotional material Nintendo hired a shadow puppet artist to create Nintendo property shadow puppets. And I replied to this saying that 3 of the posted images looked like penises. Because the guy, he made like a 1-up, a bell, and like a pipe, but they all looked like dicks. And one of them looked like a horse penis. And I pointed it out. So you really want to... Actually, hold on. I can show you this. I have the internet. I own the internet. Oh, by the way, I've been trying a new browser called Opera GX, because it's a gamer browser. The reason I have it is because it has a CPU limiter. But one of the cool things is... I've been testing it out. I don't know if I like it yet. But look, whenever I type in an address, it makes a typing noise. The annoying thing is whenever I hover over like an icon, it makes a whoosh sound. That's fucking annoying. So, so far my review of Opera GX, like, I don't know, like a 7, 8 out of 10? 8 is generous, but it's really useful for me as a streamer, because I like to have Twitch chat open, but Chrome is really, it's a resource hog. So I wanted to test having the ability to limit, like, CPU. That's why. Anyways, what I was referring to was this image that I keep saving as the wrong format. So these are officially licensed Nintendo Shadow Puppets. And I have to ask everyone in my chat, do the last 3 in this line not look like penises to you? Because I'm pretty damn sure that last one is a horse cock. Frankly, I feel nervous even showing this on Twitch. In hindsight, I could get in trouble for this. But in my defense, it's a super bell. It's a pipe. You're damn right that's a pipe. Not the one you're thinking of. Anyways, that's why I was tweeting about horse cocks, for anyone that was asking that question. You should be asking yourself why you're asking that question, if anything. Ah, fuck me. I have to go change a control. Is that normal to you? I've been on the internet a while. There's no such thing as normal. There we go. Most of them are good, though. They're just believable shadow puppets. Actually, where am I? Hold on. I'm a little turned around after looking at the dicks. Okay. Opera Gaming. The browser's pretty annoying. I've tried a lot of browsers. I've tried about everything. I didn't like the base Opera because it was just slow. Opera GX though, you know, I like the UI is another thing. That's another reason I wanted to try GX and not the gamer browser and not the default one. Because it looks like a gamer browser. It's dark with a highlight on the end, like a neon highlight. I promise I wasn't paid to shill it. This is just... I'm giving my honest opinions here. Firefox or Edge? I couldn't use Firefox. YouTube was like broken on it. The video player fucking sucked on it. I don't even remember all the issues, but it was just... I had too many problems. Chrome is the only one I didn't have issues with, but it runs like shit whenever I have anything else open. That's the one thing about Chrome. Oh, please, man. Just charge me. So I'm still kind of browser hunting. Funk, I thought you'd use Brave since it's somewhat of a focus on crypto. I don't follow my crypto that much, though. I bought a bunch of volatile crypto when it was low, and I've just been letting it sit in my portfolio for like 3 years now. Some of it I probably should have sold when it peaked, but I just elected to like sit there. But I don't follow crypto. I've found with cryptocurrency, the more you look at it, the more stressful it gets. And I know that you should monitor it so you know what's happening, but I decided to do long-term stocks, you know? So, I didn't even know about Brave, that browser. Is this it? I am Ball. Hey, Doc! I turned into a morph ball! Gonna go into a rat hole. Never mind. You can totally destroy that. That is totally a hidden item. Mark that, come back when I have a... I don't know, a charge shot, probably. Funk, do you think there are any games that are defended way too vehemently? If so, which ones? That's a good question. I don't know. Steins Gate was originally a visual novel, right? I'm gonna say that. Steins Gate is overrated bullshit. I don't know. There are definitely a lot of games that are hated too much, but defended? I would not be able to name any. I think there's a large subset of people that would defend certain Blizzard games much more than they deserve. You know, like Overwatch, people... I've seen people praise Tony Hawk! Sorry. But, you know, I think Overwatch is a guilty pleasure. I don't think it's deserving of much praise. I think people shit too much on Fallout 76, at least on release. And now I don't mind so much. Bethesda's dug their hole. But conceptually, it's cool. On release, it was underwhelming, but you could still have fun with it. I feel like people were ignoring that just to take pot shots. But those are like obvious examples. That's not a hot take by any means. Alright, so I now have access to some new areas. I'm learning. I'm gonna go through. I've been playing No Man's Sky recently. I put about 4 hours into it. And I didn't realize how much Astroneer I shares with No Man's Sky. I guess... I'm assuming Astroneer came out after No Man's, right? Because it's the same concept. You're third-person game, collecting resources. I had no idea. I've played like a good 10 hours of Astroneer, so I basically already know No Man's Sky. It's fun. It's not what I thought it would be. I was a little shocked by it. I expected it to be like a first-person... I don't know, I guess more Minecraft-y than anything. But I like the resource collection games. I was having fun with No Man's. I still would have preferred it to be a more online experience, but... Again, not a hot take. I'm gonna leave the heat level high area. You're playing it because of an internet historian? Not directly, but that's obvious. I'm sure that's a... The reason I thought about No Man's Sky was because people have been talking about it. And people have been talking about it because of that video. So, in an indirect way, I didn't watch the video until after I had played some No Man's Sky, though. And yeah, I'd agree with a lot of the sentiment. It's a bit of a redemption arc for Hello Games. Still seems a little overhyped, but you can only blame so much of that on the dev. Especially when they go around making interviews saying blatant lies. There's nothing to gain from shooting all these things. The blue icon... That's Morph Ball, right? I think. Star Citizen Never. I saw an old, like, 1990... When was Morrowind released? A really old email of Todd Howard, where he was talking to a fan, and the fan emailed Todd, and he was like, "You're full of shit, you lie about everything, you hype it up, and then none of the features are in the game." And then Todd in the email said, "Hey, I've been known to talk my games up, but I will never lie. Everything I say that's gonna be in the game will be in the game. You can save this thing and mark my words." And the guy replied, "Alright, I'll do that." And then 4 games and so many lies later, it's interesting to know. I genuinely feel like Todd Howard has a good heart. I don't think he's trying to mislead people. And maybe that's giving him too much credit. I think Todd Howard buys into his own hype. Like, he really genuinely thinks his games are going to have an AI so real that you think they're real people and you genuinely care about them on an emotional level. I think Todd believes that. Because he doesn't know how to temper his own expectations. Genuinely. And you know what? I'd give him credit. I still really enjoy his games. He just tells me lies. And I'm not defending him for saying things that don't end up true. I think the basis of it is, like, good-hearted. I feel like you're being deceived. Really? You're telling me that the guy that's said on stream that he'll probably buy the Pokemon DLC is easily deceived? I don't know. I think you're overstepping your assertion of my personality, don't you think? A little unfair. I think that's... You are in the right to say I could be deceived. I'm a gamer that holds my heart on my sleeve. You know, I think myself something of a skeptic, but when a developer makes a game that I hold in my heart, I do have a tendency to kind of forgive them for shit. Not forgive them, but I don't hate them. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Game Freak, and I'm very disappointed in Todd Howard. But, you know, I still play the game, so clearly I'm a lost cause. Is that the tentacle from Half-Life? I didn't make the joke, but someone else did. So I made that joke, because it's my Twitch chat. Funk, if I'm short on time and money, is it better to play DMC5 and watch lore videos of all the other games if I want to get into the series? I'm gonna make a controversial opinion and say yes. But, on the stipulation that I would still recommend you play DMC 1, 3, and 4. Because they are good games. There's a lot of entertainment value. But DMC 1 has not aged that gracefully. Granted, I've only played it in old age. I think you could watch a playthrough of DMC 1. Read the lore of 3 and 4. Not even... my memory's spotty, but I don't even remember that much important shit happening in 3 and 4. Actually, no, I take that back. 4 had Nero in it. Did 3 have Nero in it? I don't think so. I highly recommend you do go back and play the old games, but you would not be hurting yourself if you started on 5, because 5 is a very good game. But I will say, it's possible that you'll quit 1 and 3 after playing 5 first, because it's different. And you might be frustrated by how different it is. The games are the same, but, like, mechanically different. 3 introduced Virgil. Okay, I take that back then. 3 is pretty important. 4 is good, but the second half is rushed. You wouldn't be missing out that much. 1, I would recommend you playing, but I'm biased. I liked that game. Hello, baby. I mean, he seems pretty calm, so if he's cool, I'm cool. Oh. I don't think I can jump. It's possible that I can... Hold on. Oh, hey, lazy purples, guys. Look. It's an FPS game. Don't leave. Nah, I'm kidding. It's your view. You can go where you want. I am blind playing Metroid Prime 1, though. Never played it. I like FPS games. I like Nintendo. And I know you guys. You probably do, too. It's not Paper Mario, but this'll do. We were just talking about whether you can start Devil May Cry on the 5th game, or if you should play the older ones. I was saying, controversially, you can start on 5 and read up on the others. But I would personally play through the games. It's just not a necessity, I don't think. DMC3 is probably the best pre-5 game. I would give it to 4 if the second half wasn't so goddamn trivial. And I would give it to the first if it didn't have a Resident Evil camera, but you know what? That kind of is a deal breaker. Although, the first one has some fantastic, unironic edge. So, still valuable. I need to get rid of these little bugs. What's your opinion on the auto battlers? I haven't played auto battlers, but I did try the mystery dungeon demo, and it has that auto system, and I don't like that. I don't like auto stuff in games. I feel like games are meant to be played. And I understand for if you're playing it mobile, then you're maybe you don't have that much time to play video games. I don't have much time to play video games, that's why I'm so bad at them. That's my excuse. But I don't care, like, I don't care for auto chess. I don't care for MOBAs, the only one I care for is Smite. And, honestly, Smite is probably the least MOBA you could play. Maybe I'm wrong, I haven't played Dota or League that much. But they have their own merit, you know? Oh, by the way, since I was rated, and you guys may not know, this game was designed for a GameCube controller. I'm playing the Trilogy, which was made for the Wii, and I'm playing on a PC mod with mouse and keyboard. So I'm kind of on 3 levels of not playing the game correctly. But in my defense, it's an FPS game, so... I'm playing with mouse and keyboard. The game is meant to have 60 FOV. I modded it to 90. And I have HD textures. So it might look a little nicer than what it's supposed to. And this is a blind run, so I've never played this game. Kind of weird I'm playing it in such specific circumstances, but... my PC, my rights. Shoot the red thing, my man. Don't worry, I'm colorblind. I'm just gonna fucking leave the room. I'm done. Bye. I can't leave. I'm just gonna beat the room. Maybe, you know, I might want to slap the save state. You know what? I should probably toss some missiles. Let me just say right now, this is not a Nintendo boss, because if it was, it would have been killed after 3 hits to the weak point. Not a critique, just judgment. It's an observation. No, I genuinely, I came into this thinking, oh, it's a Nintendo game, I don't have to think, but honestly, this is a little above 7 and up, you know what I mean? This is PG-13 right here. Also, I wasted one of my missiles on a funny-looking fish, so I couldn't shoot any. Bombs? Yo, I got the mascot for my channel. It's me. I'm in Metroid Prime 1. Trilogy for the Wii and the GameCube. Nice. That's gonna be useful. I remember a couple of spots. In fact, I think I just came from one. Don't know why I left there. I've had a couple of people who, like, have played and love this game come in here and just say that I'm, like, murdering their baby. Like, how dare you mod it this much? You're playing it wrong, you suck at it. And to boot, you're like, well known for playing FPS games, so just even less reason. But in my defense, I'm also a streamer, which nullifies every single one of those criticisms. Will you stream Skyward Sword? I'm not that crazy about Skyward Sword. I don't dislike it. But if I were to stream a Zelda game, I would want to play Link to the Past, because I've never played that game. I've now played through Link's Awakening, the remake, but never played Link to the Past. Trust me, you are murdering it. Yeah. I'm playing it wrong, I'm running into dead ends, I'm using save states, which Mike Matei's gonna bust a fucking eye socket. But I'm having fun, I'm enjoying myself. I'm not using lock-on. It's another. Oh, you can be certain that I'm gonna play Breath of the Wild 2 when it comes out. Again, streaming for me is like, this is a game I wanted to play anyways, so I'm just gonna stream it live, you know. So, if it's a game that you figure, oh, Funk would probably want to play that, I'll probably stream it. The exception are things that I don't think would be good stream games. You know, like Smite. But those are games I would play just like on an off day. On a lazy Sunday, you know. Okay, let me double check there's no missed rooms from where I came from. I think I'm good. Funk, go back to the fish room? The fish dude? Okay. Well, you're the boss. You're Twitch. You guys never lie. Are you gonna stream DMC with the style switcher? No, I don't want to. I don't want to buy DMC for the Switch. Even though, you know, I love those games. I think they're great games, but I don't need to buy them again. I didn't want to play through. I mean, if I'm ever gonna play through them again, I will probably play them on Switch. But I feel like that's something I would do just for the novelty of playing mobile, you know? Like, on the go. When I'm at a dentist appointment or something. Ah, Christ. Hold on. So I need to get to that blue. But how? I think if I go this way, there'll be an entrance. FUNKe, thoughts on playing visual novels? I had fun playing Doki Doki on stream. I won't lie, that one was fun, but that game also isn't even really a visual novel. That's just sort of that it's a trip. I don't know if I would want to play. Like, again, I was talking shit about Steins Gate less than 6 minutes ago. Listen, I would consider myself like a 50% weeb. Which reminds me, while I was at the movie theater watching an anime movie yesterday, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I do recommend Weathering with You. Good movie. There was something after the movie. There was an interview with the creator, and I really like the studio that made it, because they made Your Name, and they have some old Ghibli people. What's my jump? There it is. And he said during the interview, if you recognize one of the things that happened in this movie, then you're probably an otaku. And he said it in passing. And I heard him say that, and my first thought was, oh shit, I recognized everything in the movie. I recognized every reference to his other works. Every, like, visual aesthetic. I got called by the creator. An otaku. I know where I'm going. I wanted to double check to see if that did the water before I went in. So, according to an anime movie producer, I am an otaku. Which, you know, I would argue against, but at the same... Oh, fuck. At the same time, I think the last time I got rated by Lazy Purple, I was talking about anime, wasn't I? So this is kind of recurring, isn't it? Wow. Sorry, this is what happens when I talk about anime. Watch Weathering with You. That's all I'm saying. Support your local movie theaters that play anime. It doesn't happen that often. Oh, I don't have any jumps in me. Is the jump mechanic tied to energy? I think... I can't do this yet. And I don't think there's any energy nearby. Also, surprisingly, at the showing of that film, what would you guys think is the demographic of an anime film about teenagers? You would think it's like teenagers, right? And their parents. But bomb jump? You can do that? I'm afraid I'm gonna die. It was like 20-year-olds. It was people around my age. It was millennial zoomers. Like right across the mark. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Cool. You're not on my level of otaku yet, but you're getting there. I'll work. You know, I made my anime list recently. FUNKe Pills, just so I could have like a list of all the shows I've watched and manga I've read. And according to that statistic, I've watched about 7 days of anime. Non-stop. And I've read about 2 days straight. Maybe I should stop talking. I'm gonna stop talking. Just thought I would share that fun fact. Weak numbers? Yeah, but to be fair, I didn't count One Piece. I didn't count Naruto. I'm not counting those. So if you're curious, like, what my 9 out of 10s are, there you go. Yeah, you know what I've noticed? I generally don't bring up anime on my own. It's just someone asks, and then I'm like, oh, no, I'm glad you mentioned it. That reminds me. Also, thank you for the sub. I don't have the notifications on, but I'll try to notice them when they happen, at least. I can do that much. For now. Have you checked out Akira? Sounds like some weeb shit. You know the worst part is, I've been watching some non-Japan shows, but people keep talking about it in chat, and now I've forgotten all of the shows that aren't anime that I've watched. So you're not getting any Netflix reviews. I'm sorry. My roommate recommended You to me. I think it's about like a serial killer or something, but I don't know. Not really my thing. Opinions on The Office? I got into an argument with my cousins at Christmas. We were arguing on which is like the best show ever. And this is like my 16-year-old cousin. Is that not going blue? I'm confused. And my 16-year-old cousin was arguing The Office is the greatest show ever. And I said, dude, have you ever watched Nathan For You? And to my surprise, he said, yeah. He's watched Nathan For You. And I said, knowing that, you still think The Office is better. And his argument was, dude, there's 9 seasons. Which, so easy to debunk that argument. Because the first 2 seasons of The Office are trash. Oh, this is a dead end. For some reason, I thought there was another place to go. The first 2 seasons of The Office, or the first season, not that great. The last 2, trash. So, really only 6 good seasons. And they are very good seasons. But Nathan For You is still better. Too bad it's not on Netflix. Thanks, FX. Anyways, I highly recommend if you have not watched Nathan For You. I'm not even going to describe it. I think you should just experience it on your own. If you like cringe comedy, you will bust a gnut. Which is both busting a gut and a nut at the same time. Or just watch Family Guy. You know, the first, like, 4 seasons of Family Guy aren't that bad. It's really the post-cancellation they start to lose me. But early Family Guy, I will defend. It was a clever show for its time. It had value. I think there's a sweet spot. I don't know about like the first season of Family Guy, but there is definitely a range. But to be fair, my first memory of watching Family Guy was after a severe head injury. So it's possible that my opinion is slated a little bit. It was like my 7th birthday, and my family had a basketball court. That one that you would put, like, sand in the bottom so it stayed up. But we were white trash, so we just put a bunch of big rocks on the back of the basketball hoop. And I was, like, playing on top of it, and I fell and slammed my head into a giant rock. And my family, you know, we made sure I didn't have a concussion. Then me and my brother went inside and watched Family Guy while I recovered. And that was the first time I watched Family Guy after I got a concussion. So maybe that's why I have fond memories of it, now that I think about it. Where am I going? I think I'm going the wrong... Yeah, I'm going in the wrong direction. My bad. My brain's wired to keep walking around this area. The door you missed in Gathering Hall. I missed one. Okay. I saw that S, but I didn't go anywhere. I'm just gonna backtrack a bit. I need to find a different door. Funk, I watched your videos after getting a concussion a couple years ago. Good. Just one more view for me, sucker. It's possible. I don't exactly understand what all of the icons are. Like, I can't remember what the gray... Oh, wait, gray is... Oh, it tells you on the left. Wow, I am retarded. So, this room has a missile. Do I have missile? I think I have 2 on me. I can go up there. That's not the one. You know, the aesthetic of this really does kind of remind me of Quake. Which I know, just generic, very green, gritty aesthetic, but there's like one level in Quake Champions that looks like this. 5 HP? Am I? My texture pack doesn't have a numerical value, so it's hard for me to know. I feel like I can shoot this, but I'm afraid it's wrong. I think I should just focus on going back. Oh wait, hold on. Brain blast? Brain blast? Fuck it, please. This is a conundrum! Don't know. I'm panicking. Hold on. Okay. We're good. We're good. I had a little bit of a moment. I don't know what that collision was. Maybe that's just some emulator fuckery. It was unexpected, though. But we're good. I'm through. I use the royal we because I'm a streamer and you're watching, but we didn't really get through. Only I got through. But by saying we, you feel more involved and therefore feel more brand commitment to come back. So, we got through. Will you be streaming Half-Life or Black Mesa? I don't know. I honestly don't think Half-Life and Black Mesa are that much of my jam. Alex is, and it's probable I'll stream that. I don't know. I might end up just playing that one on my own. Streaming VR is kind of weird. I've done it before. You know, having a microphone set up for that's strange. It's hard to get like a good visual. So we'll see. I'm gonna play it though. So there's the heavy class emblem. There's a Dante pointing a finger. There's like a punk rock hand, and there's a piece of cake. I'm not sure what any of these mean, but I get the feeling that's not gonna work. It's not that I'm not a fan of Half-Life or Black Mesa, just that it's not something I'm so passionate about that I want to stream it. There are some games where it's like I want to play it, but I just want to play it. I don't want to put on a show. I should probably stop jumping before I move. In Metroid Prime, if you're confused, scan everything. That's actually very good advice that I should listen to. I'm gonna go back up and scan it. Again, my scan, it's a weird key. in Prime Hack. I have to hit E and 1 at the same time. I keep accidentally hitting E and nothing happens. Paul has 95,000 points? Channel points? No, you don't. Paul, could I interest you perhaps in unlocking an emote? By chance. Maybe like 20 emotes. Didn't those disappear? There we go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to watch this. Genuinely. By the end of this, I will be a frag meister. Also, again, remember, I've been playing like 30 hours of Smite. On top of, some other non-FPS games. So, my brain is not wired right now. My brain is wired like a fungus in a forest. Strangely. This decorative gate is obstructing passage through the doorway. 4 runic symbols. Adore it. Alright, I don't know, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and think I need to go collect 4 things before I can come back. If anything, it's possible these are like 4 upgrades. I don't know. It's a Metroidvania, right? So I know the spiel. Alright, I played Bloodstained. Are these streamer points? Yeah. And they don't, like, benefit me. Those are for you. Those are just to convince you to be committed to the stream. Which, I'll be honest, it's kind of working. I made a channel points for my password, and I've noticed a direct uptake in people sticking around, so... Fuck me, I guess. I guess it's right on the money. Literally. FUNKe, the creator of the Minecraft Hightower map, just found the VOD. Did they? Oh, nice. Maybe they can make a better variation now. I'm kidding. They saved me so much work making that map. Yeah, that's cool. The creators of the TF2 mod also saw it. I didn't tell them that I was doing stuff with it. I went into their Discord like 3 weeks back and troubleshooted under the name FUNKe. Apparently they thought I was a fake FUNKe. And they just didn't think about it. And after they learned, they were like, "Oh, that was a real FUNKe." Just I found that humorous. Oh, look at this. I definitely need to get the grapple for that. So I'm gonna... Where can I go? It looks like through one of these blue doors. It's an area I don't think I've gone yet. How can we be sure you're the real FUNKe? Well, I'm not. I'm Kevin. I'm Kevin with a Y. We've been over this. We have 3 triplet brothers. Kevin, Devin, and Justin, all with Ys. And one of us is a streamer. One of us is a YouTuber. And the other one is a deadbeat. You're not watching Justin. Sometimes he'll like cameo, but I won't tell you when. You're not Vsauce anymore. No, I don't look like Vsauce Kevin. What do I look like? I don't know. I retain the fact that I'm default human face. And I see an entrance here. But I don't see an entrance here. I think that's maybe just a ruse. I think it's a dead end. Oh, do I? Oh, shit, I gotta, like, Tony Hawk this. Alright, hold up. What I'm curious about is, can I don't think I can cheese this. Boost ball upgrade required. Yeah, I know, I just wanted to see. Alright, I have to do some real Metroidvania looking here. There's an E. which stands for elevator. I think I'm gonna go hit the elevator. Paul just earned a 1K bits badge? What the I genuinely didn't know that was a thing. There's a bits badge? Oh wait, no, that's for the money. I thought that was for the points. I think I have those all disabled. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the 88 cents, Paul. You're a real lifesaver. It seems like I've just about exasperated this area. I'm gonna go look further. FUNKe super mode breathes from both the diaphragm and head. True Haman master. I don't think it's possible. I don't think breathing from your head is a real thing. That's just like a colloquialism. That just stands for like not taking a deep breath. Not taking a breath from like your actual lungs. Is this a FUNKe stream? Poll? What? Who's hosting a poll in my chat? What do you mean this isn't a FUNKe stream? I might not be Justin, but this is still FUNKe. We're just a collective. We've been over this. Toxin source located. Okay. I know where to go. Fuck you guys. This is a FUNKe stream. I'm worried I'm going too far backwards. But actually, I might have enough upgrades now to go that other way from spawn. Hey FUNKe, back to the concussion. Did you suffer any long-term damage? Did it affect any parts of your brain? Nah, bro, I came out fine. I haven't noticed any effects from hitting my head as a kid. I don't know. I haven't observed anything. I don't feel broken. But I don't think anyone that's broken ever feels broken. That's why they're broken. So I can't answer that. I think only my psychologist could. And I'm not enrolled in therapy, so that one's for the philosophers. I feel broken on the inside. Alright, this was the bomb upgrade, right? The missile. We're good. FUNKe, a cell notices when an error occurs, and it self-destructs. It does? Thanks for the gifted booty. I listened to a radio lab about CRISPR recently. It's mind-boggling. We've basically hijacked a body function to act as a biological piece of... as a biological scissors. We can program, like, cells in our body to go cut parts of our DNA. So if there's a part of your DNA that makes you likely to get cancer, they can just snip that shit out. And I'm sure you've heard about this. It's like designer babies. And if you're, like, curious where the biggest innovation in science is going to be in our lifetime, it's with CRISPR, without a doubt. I only have 7% of items. Okay. I think I'm having some minor... Okay. It wants me to look at something, but I don't know the button to get out. So I'm, help, door stuck. Door stuck. No, I'm good. How do I access my logbook? I'm a little curious. Plus. I don't... Oh, it's R. Oh, this is... You know what? I'm not a big fan of the logbook systems in these games because it feels so not straightforward. I appreciated that in Subnautica, when you scan something, you could open straight to it. But I don't know how to... Whatever. I'm curious in the lore, I just don't know where to look. A new artifacts entry. Normally I don't give a shit about artifacts, but I'll bite. Artifact acquired. Yeah? In one of Talon's far corners, a grove of life lies. Reveal the pillar beneath the waves to find the artifact of Chozo. The pillar beneath the waves. You can read the whole thing when scanning? Oh. I guess I hit a key that closed. Oh, there we go. The heat of Magmor was a test for many warriors. A shrine in their honor holds the artifact of strength. Cool. Are these all different? There's a tower within the ruins where light always shines. Move through the waters, there to find the artifact of Life Giver. You know, I'd say that's so cryptic it's not useful, but I think that's the point. Invaders have claimed Phendrana as their own. A tower sits atop their fortress. Collapse it to reveal the chamber where the artifact of Elder is held. By the way, it's important I pay attention to this, so I know what the fuck is happening when Metroid Prime 4 comes out. Also, I'm interested. I like lore. A tall cave stands at Phenandra's edge. Seek the unseen entrance at its top to find the artifact of spirit. It's just so much information to take in, is the thing. But I get it. Within the ruins of our home, we honor our fallen elders in a great hall. A chamber beneath the statue holds the artifact of the world. The world? The world. That's why you have a logbook. Yeah, but like still, it's not really... So I guess just whenever I find a statue, I should check the logbook? I get it. It's just, it's that older game design where you really gotta wing it. And there will be some circumstances where you just forget about stuff. But I'm not mad about it. I'm just voicing my thoughts is all. Throughout our living nightmare... Yeah, tell me about it. Do you read the news? As we battle with this unyielding darkness, we Chozo see a light. This light glows with promise, chasing the shadows cast by the great poison, and purifying that which has grown toxic. Yeah, have you read the news? It's strange, though at times it looks to our eyes as if the light coalesces into the figure of a woman, burning brightly. The luminance descends from space, then retreats back into the infinite blackness from whence it came. When this prophecy comes... I need to take notes. When the light recedes, the Chozo's long vigilance of containment will finally come to an end. Unlike this sentence, which never comes to an end. Thank you, Sonic fan. And it's going well. I'm playing video games, and I like video games. The containment of the great poison. This task has fallen to the Chozo, and we will not flee from our duty, even as we suffer with the land and its creatures. We will pour our will into the 12, the artifacts that, when brought together, form the lock that holds this great evil at bay. So this game is like collecting the pieces of the Triforce, but they're artifacts, is what I gather. Alright. What's the best tea flavor? I'm not really a tea guy. I've been drinking coffees. My my roommate tends to pick up weird Starbucks coffees. I can't remember what the one I have. I had like an Indonesian blueberry brew today. Oh wait, I have some here. I totally forgot. It's very tangy, but good. I don't have any creamer in it. I usually do creamer. Alright, so I am filled up on the lore of the artifacts. Lol artifact. And now we gotta go collect them. For those not in the know, there was recently a Valve statement on Left 4 Dead 3. They stated it is definitively not in development. Shocking. I know, I had to brace you for that. But they came out on record and said, listen, we need to squash this. People have been talking about it. It's not happening. It hasn't been happening for, like, years. We tinkered with it, and we kind of just decided to shelve it. Which I totally understand. Aside from the fact that they basically just did that to say, hey, VNN, chill, bro. I appreciate that they said it. I don't think they're gonna learn anything because a lot of people are giving them shit for saying that Left 4 Dead 3 isn't in development. Don't give them shit. Listen to me right now. Don't give Valve shit for this. Them getting shit is exactly why we never hear about it. I appreciate that they're being open. I appreciate that they're at least saying what's happening. Now we know. There's certainty in it. I would take certainty on what is and isn't being made over, well, fingers crossed. It's transparency. It's the transparency you've all been wanting for so long. Don't punish them for being transparent, even if it's not good news. You can be sad about it. I don't know where I'm trying to get to right now. You can be sad about it. That's fine. You can be frustrated. Just understand that they are developers. You know, they pick what they work on. They aren't obligated. And quite frankly, I don't think they need to be working on another 3. I'm fine with them working on new properties. I would take a new Valve property over a 3 anyways, to be honest. Except for a TF3, but I'm a little biased on that statement. I'm gonna need to get the grapple for this area. Looks like a dead end. Yeah. Funk, they won't grow and work as a company if treated right. I'm not... Wait, what do you... I'm so primed for, like, bad takes, I don't even understand what I read anymore. You're saying that if you treat them correctly, they won't grow? Valve is weird. They function on their own rules. If you're patient with them, they'll abuse it. And if you're pushy with them, then they'll just say, well, no, I don't want to do it. Well, no, I don't want to do it. Because you said I have to. There's no winning with Valve. You just have to hope it goes your way. I want to get to that door. I'm worried I can't get to that door. Uh-oh. I think I'm having anyone played The Messenger? It's a Metroidvania game, and in the second half I just didn't know where the fuck to go. I mean, I know, like, where I haven't been. Actually, I should go ahead and save, just while I'm in the area. Just, I should save. How are you looking around like that in Metroid Prime? I'm glad you asked. I am playing on mouse and keyboard, and for that matter, I forgot to mention, there's a command in chat, !mods. If anyone's ever, like, unsure of what I got, !mods will tell you. But I'm playing on Prime Hack, a version of Dolphin with mouse and keyboard input. You cannot call the same command as an alias? Okay, never mind. I fucked it up. The command doesn't work. But, yeah, it's that. With higher FOV. This is... I've noticed something in Metroidvanias, which is sunk cost fallacy. It's that when you kind of get to the point you're like, okay, clearly I can't progress in this area, and you know that you should go to a different area to find progression, but you're afraid that you're wrong, and that you'll leave this area when there's more to do. So I just end up walking in circles for nothing. I'm gonna do one more circle, hug the wall, and if there's nothing, I'm going back to the elevator. Did FUNKe find the boss? It depends. I think I'm on boss 3 now. But I don't know. Do you want to be spoiled, FUNKe? On the game? I would rather not. If you observe that I am evidently clueless and I'm like going in the wrong direction, I welcome being told to reconsider. I'll let you know. I'm kind of feeling it out right now. I see a door. Have I not gone through this? I haven't gone through this yet. But FUNKe, you're always clueless. That's fair. But I'm not going to improve by getting handheld now, am I? Sometimes you just kind of have to take the punishment, you know? Be a dummy for a minute till you figure it out. My philosophy on life. I'm pretty sure I need to unlock a grapple before I can go back to the main area, though. This is new. It is interesting to be told that it's jarring to see Metroid Prime with, like, such easy turning. People are probably, like, used... I could plug in... You know, hold on. My GameCube controller might already be plugged in. So I could test out playing on that. Just to know. Don't. I'm not saying that it's going to be preferable, I just... The intended experience. Oh, hold on. It's possible I have it disabled because of the way... Oh, you know what? It's because I have Prime Hack. It doesn't work in this one. Not that I'm really dying to play on controller. It was just... Maybe next stream. Fun fact, you can play this game in VR using Dolphin. I don't think it works. It's very fun, but, like, it's largely playable. Dolphin has like, the ability to emulate VR. So, you know, second stream of this, I might indulge. Little gimmick. At the very least, I'll, like, try it off stream and let you know how it is. But it's Metroid Prime in VR. Thanks, Maxton. It sounds like a game that would work well, aside from the morph ball, which would make you vomit. The rest, though. FUNKe, any games you prefer controller over keyboard? The general rule is if it's a third-person game, then a controller is generally preferable. Uh-oh, I don't think I'm ready for this area. The exceptions are third-person games that are shooter-based. Like Vanquish, I think maybe Gears of War. But, like Dark Souls, Metal Gear Rising, you know, Bayonetta hack-and-slash games, you generally want to play on a controller, just because it feels better. The turning I don't really know what makes it like that. Risk of Rain 2? Risk of Rain 2 is a shooter, so yeah. But that's also a pretty... Actually, yeah, Risk of Rain you need to play on a keyboard, on a mouse. Because you want to be able to, like, turn quick. FUNKe, please don't try this game in VR. You'll get motion sick. Oh, I know. That's all VR. Do you think I don't know that? I am quite aware. Okay, so that ended up being a dead end. I was hoping for more progress. Come back whenever I get a heat absorption. It can't be worse than TF2 VR. No, I don't think it can be. Nothing's worse than rocket jumping in VR. Although it exists in that hot dog game, so yeah, I'm sure you can make it work somehow. You know, looking back on my catalog, I've streamed more VR than I realized. I did Minecraft VR, TF2 VR. I can't remember if I've ever done a VR chat. I think I might have, like, done it for a minute. Less than you'd think, but more than I expected. I didn't feel like aiming. So, I want to go upwards, but it looks like another case of missing an item. Think about it. Portal VR. Nope. I don't want to think about it. Think about the momentum of Portal and tell me that you want to play Portal VR. You know they tried it, right? After Alex came out, Valve was doing some, you know, like, standard interview runs, and they were talking about VR. And they said they tried a bunch of their properties in VR. Portal was one of them. And take a guess at which IP didn't make the cut. Bing! Portal did not make the cut for their VR titles. Now, they said it was a cool idea. The problem was, once you went through a portal off of, like, a ramp, you would go flying in the air, and that would make people motion sick. And there's not really a good way to mitigate that, because... So the reason why you get motion sick in VR is it's a very technical, scientific reason. One of your senses, you think you only have 5, right? But one of your senses is balance, and it's decided by liquid in your ears. There's like, I don't even know what to call it, but there's like water in your cochlea, in your ears. And based on how you turn your head, it sort of like verifies your balance and your movement. So in VR, when you're moving like really fast, that water in your ear is just standing still. It's not going backwards like it would if you were in motion. So your body's like, what the fuck is happening? So you can't just put a fan in front of your face and be like, bingo, we fixed motion. A treadmill kind of works, but it's still, you know, it's not the same. Like, if you're in a car running on a treadmill, you don't feel like you're in a car. You feel like you're fucking running. So it only works for certain things. So for, like, Portal, how are you gonna I'm posing this to you as a Twitch chat. How would you fix that issue of motion sickness? How are you going to make the liquid in my ears move? Lay down? It doesn't really work. Does it work like that? I don't know. I don't think it works like that. I feel like I keep running in the wrong direction. I just can't... This is the wrong way. I thought I was going to the other elevator. I need to go back to the prior area I was lost in. It's one to my left. I've done so much VR that I don't experience the sickness. You get used to it. You've gotten down with the sickness? Yeah, some people are fine. I can play VR, I don't get that sick. I can get, like, sweaty, but it's fine. I know some people who just cannot do VR, period, though. Like, it just fucks them up. Anyways, I'm reading through chat. I don't see too many good answers. Someone said VR system that drills into your brain and fucking kills you. You know what I've been looking for? If anyone can find this image, please send it to me. Someone made a peripheral for, I think, the Rift, or maybe they made a peripheral for a headset where it attaches a Glock, and if you get shot in-game and you take damage, you get shot in real life. And there was a photo of it online, and it was functional. I don't think anyone's ever tested it. There was just some engineer who wanted to see if they could make it. And I thought it was the funniest fucking picture ever, but I lost it. I don't have a photo of it. It's not a Photoshop. It's real. If anyone can find that, please send it to me. But that's what you're thinking of. It's real. A brain drill. Thank you, Ryham. Alright, I gotta start looking at areas really out of the way. I wish there was a way to mark my map. Like, to use my cursor. But I don't think that's an option. I feel like that's integral to Metroidvanias these days. You need to be able to, like, write on the map. If anything, that's more authentic, too. Like, you're a real adventurer with a map in hands and you gotta write on it. Doesn't sound as fun. Third-person VR. There's this VR game, Adventure Time, I don't remember the subtext, but there's a VR Adventure Time game where you don't play as a character, you just fly and watch, like, you control Finn and Jake as they run around from a third-person perspective. It's super trippy. Surprisingly not that bad, though. It's really not that nauseating. It works well. Especially when done right. There's another game that does that, but I don't remember what it was called, or I haven't played it. I think the third-person perspective can work well in VR. You just have to center the gimmick of the game well. The surges of negative energy brought by the meteor far exceed our expectation. We, Chozo, have yet to find a way to rid ourselves of the great poison. All we can do now is seal it away and wait for the day when a power to purify the poison appears. However, it's already impossible to collect all the pieces of the great poison, as it has already spread, seeping into the planet. Kinda reminds me of the plot to Code Vein, where they have to collect human blood for, like, fuel or something. I can't remember. Okay, I thought that would be smart. That was stupid. Trover seemed like a clever use of VR. Your character sits in a chair that whole game. Like a hovering chair. That way you can move around, but you're not actually moving around. I respect that one. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna go hit that save point. Just so I don't lose anything, but I think I might have to go consult the logbook, try to figure out where I am. Because I'm a little turned around. It's not that I'm turned around, it's that I'm not sure where the doors that I have new access to are. Funk, while we're on the discussion, would a VR Pokemon game be cool? There's a VR Yu-Gi-Oh game, and it's fucking great. I would love it. I think there should be more tabletop... Well, I guess there already are a lot of, like, tabletop VR games. But I would love to play more Yu-Gi-Oh type stuff. Pokemon would work super well. Are you kidding me? The problem is Nintendo would never animate the Pokemon to be believable enough in VR. But if you took, like, Pokemon Coliseum, ported it to VR, but you were in the perspective of the player during battles, that... You're telling me that wouldn't sell copies? The problem is that VR isn't a big enough market for Nintendo to care. Unless it's Labo, which, you know, how many of you... Hand check, how many people here own Labo? Any Labo. Specifically the... You know, the headset, but any Labo. I don't. Pokemon Snap would also work. I'm seeing one yes. I've seen one yes in chat. And someone else who has a cardboard box, so 2 yeses in chat. This must be the way, right? It's the only place I see, like, an untouched door. But it's all the way at... Where am I going? Look, top right. There's, like, one door, potentially. I'm gonna make my way over there. Pokemon Snap VR would be a great idea, and that's exactly why you're not gonna get it, you ungrateful cuck. You'll get it, but it's gonna be third party, and it's gonna get DMCA'd, and then taken down. And then you won't be allowed to play it. But it'll exist briefly. I'm fairly certain I'm going towards a dead end, but I'm out of options, so here I am. So I see a little white icon. But it's like in a room next... Oh wait, hold on. There's like a split in the road. Notice this? It's like a weird... Is it possible I could, like, hold right? I don't know how any of this works. I don't think I'm learning. You can't get to it yet. I'm being told, so... Looks like it's back to the main area. Then I really have to... Hold on, I have to sit here and think. That's an area I haven't been to yet, but it's evidently a place I can't get to. But that definitely leads to the question mark. Look at that. Oh, that's the right way. I'm gonna go peep that out. That looks like the right direction. I just need to figure out how to get in that direction. I'd like to take this time to repeat. I've beaten DMC 1, so I'm developing the skills of figuring out where to go when the game doesn't lay it out. Because that game sure as fuck doesn't tell you. It's a bit further, I think. That was the 4-door symbol? Think so? I mean, I'd believe you. If nothing else, I can go look at it and maybe assess what I need to do at that door. It would certainly be more practical than what I've been doing thus far, wouldn't it? FUNKe, Imperials or Stormcloaks? Neither. I downloaded the mod that gives you a heart attack the second you start your game, so I never actually got to the point where I choose a side. But also Imperials. I don't fuck with Ulfric. Honestly, DMC3 was a lot harder to navigate. I guess I'd agree with you. I don't recall it being that bad. Maybe it was just the shell shock of learning DMC 1 that made it feel worse. DMC 3 and 4 just, they didn't... Well, 4 was fine, it just was boring. But 3, it didn't do a great job. Yeah, this is that door. Four runic symbols. Alright, I need to consult my logbook for a second. Just to have an idea of what I'm doing. I don't feel like Samus Aran. I feel like Lara Croft going through a book of information trying to figure out what to do. So, like, this is talking about that area with heat that I can't enter yet because I clearly need some sort of an upgrade. A tower sits atop their fortress, collapse it. That doesn't really point me in a direction, though. It's not that I know, like, the areas I can progress in, but I don't know the one I should progress in. Hold on. So I'm noticing there's like runes there's one rune here. I feel like maybe it's a puzzle. Like I gotta shoot this tree in particular spots? I can't parkour up there, it doesn't look like. Yep, that's it. Wow, that's that makes sense. I'll learn. It suggests the presence of a runic symbol. Yeah, the news suggests an American presence in the Middle East as well. Heavily suggests it. I think there's probably a stronger word than suggest in the English language for that sort of thing, though. The first time I've used political humor in my chat and no one even acknowledged it. You know what? That's probably for the best. Good. Thank you. Keep it apolitical. So I got 3 runes down. There's a piece of cake symbol I need to go activate. But where is it? It's gotta be on the tree, right? I'm not... Is it behind, like, maybe one of these barnacles? Okay. The joke's over. Uses a higher FOV, but plays like he's on 30. You know what, bro? You know what? I am on 30. Fuck you. Don't you chastise me. Oh god, I can't see. This is half of what it's supposed to be. But think of the screenshots. They'll be such good screenshots. Is 100 too high, do you guys think? I feel like 100 is cheating. I usually have it on like 85. But also... Quake. That's 90. Now it feels too small. Dude, I'm such a spoiled gamer. I'm putting it on 94. This feels like a nice in-between. I think TF2's translates to like 94 in other games. Which is somewhere around like where I... This. 100 please? After a certain point, it's just lowering the bitrate of the stream and it'll look worse. This is... I think this is a nice in-between. What about 70? You don't want 70. I don't want 70. Look. Oh my god. I want to vomit. Ew. Hell no. You do not want 70. I'm changing it back. Oh, 95. Oh, hello. Blah. Sounds like a sneeze. You know what? I'm learning. I ain't gonna just blindly shoot everything. Oh. He knows. Oh, okay, okay. Why is their body covered in security tags? Yo! Wow, what is this game? Made for a children's console? What a simple solution. It's a joke. Wait, no, this isn't like actually a gimmick boss, is it? Okay. I was about to say, that's like when you kill the dragon in Dark Souls 3 just by jumping on it, and it instantly dies. Wait, so that turns up like a pan. Thanks, Magic. Yeah. Oh, light energy, I see. But then there's one more to activate. Oh, I see. Okay. Is there, like, an outlier Nintendo boss? Anywhere in their discography? Can anyone name just a boss that's unreasonably difficult for the game it's in? I'm trying to think of, like, a Nintendo boss that isn't just, you know, do X thing X times. Kirby? Inner Agent 3? Oh yeah, Splatoon 2 does have some kind of ludicrous final bosses. The Octo DLC's final boss was... That didn't even feel like Splatoon 2. That felt like... That felt... Sorry to keep bringing it up, but the end of Devil May Cry. Well, no, the end of, like, Devil May Cry 3. Just hitting a bunch of points on a giant thing. Ganon from original Zelda? It's... I guess. But that's not really out of place. That's just a little out of the formula. I meant like a particularly strange formula. I mean, this right here is like 50% of Zelda bosses. Basically. But it's FPS, so, you know, I'm not complaining. One more. How was Virgil like inner agent? I wasn't referring to inner agent. I was referring to the... I don't remember the name. The giant fucking thing that you like fly around on rails. Oh, come on. I was the farthest possible place away from it. Yeah, I kind of choked. No, I knew to do the ball thing, it's just there's only one over here, and he fell down at, like, the worst spot. Or rather, I was standing in the worst spot. And I kind of froze and didn't run in the right direction. Come on, man, I just threw that down. No more photosynthesis for you. I think I can do it. Yeah, I'm good. Never mind. Reminds me of my RuneScape days when I would just run from adamant ore to adamant ore. And just like a perpetual circle. But, you know, a little more meaningful, I think, than that. So the health bar, I believe, is on the left of my screen. I have a HD texture pack which disables the numerical value. It just makes it harder to tell. But it's prettier. And I don't die, so, you know, just leave it on. Wait, is there a speed boost for locking on? Oh. Funk, what Kirby games have you played? Really not that many. Airride was my entry to the franchise. I don't know if I could name another. Like, I've played Dreamland, but I haven't beaten Dreamland. It was just, you know, I just played like a level at a friend's house. For all purposes, I've only played Airride, I would say. And Smash. But it doesn't really count. Alright, if I can stun him right here, give me enough time. And I should be set. Subspace Emissary was stylized like a Kirby game. Then I've played Subspace Emissary. So, 2 Kirby games. And I wouldn't even really count Airride. That was just its own thing. They just named it a Kirby game. I don't have anything funny to say. I just beat the boss. Woo! No joke. Sorry, there's 2 types of Funk streams. One where I'm going all out to absolutely milk the comedic content, and one where I'm just playing the game. And you, unluckily, are in the latter. Poor you. I'm not making the joke. You can look at Twitch chat if you want the joke. I'm not. Again, not milking it. Varia suit acquired. Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible. That sounds potentially useful for me. I'm gonna keep going. I don't plan on beating the game today, if anyone's curious. I don't know what the runtime for this is. I'm sure I'm gonna get my money's worth. I think I might go to, like, another boss and call my break. But, gonna go. I swear I saw like an eye overlaid on my screen for a second. Like, subliminally messaged a face. You did? I'm not crazy? I keep seeing like... What is that? That's fucking creeping me out! That's creeping me... Stop it! That's Samus's face. Oh my god, it's the reflection of my visor? I'm literally scared of my own shadow. That genuinely scared me. That was like when you first see Flowey. I don't think I can kill that. Whatever. You know, I was looking at some of the... I think it was the boundary break on PT. And I noticed, like, the part of PT where every item frame is replaced with a really fast-moving eye. Ew. 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 Speak of the devil. Jesus. Got a monoculus. It made me realize, like... It gave me an appreciation for horror games on how they manipulate your physiology. Because our brains are wired to be really good at recognizing faces, because it's just useful for evolution. So, it like clicked in my head, like, why do horror games use fast eyes so much? Why is that a cliche? Because your body's just creeped out by it. It just finds that weird. Honestly, I love stuff like that. That put me down like a hole of just reading about weird tricks that horror games use. The cries of this dying land echo in our ears as we Chozo watch the great poison seep ever further into the living pulse of the planet. The dark energy sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Peaceful beasts die by thousands. Thousands! Yeah, don't look at what global warming has done. Those numbers are... Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as Skyforce fell from the sky. Okay, this is... I kind of get the gist. It's water turning the frogs gay. Oh, fun fact, that movie Weathering with You, that anime movie. I know I'm bringing it up again. It has like it has a lot of... Rain is very relevant to the movie, as you can tell by the name of it. But what I didn't realize, and he said in the interview after the movie, it's apparently like a lot about global warming. Which, if you see the movie, you'll notice it. I didn't notice it when I first watched it, but I think it's... For anyone that goes to see it, it's an interesting kind of like thing to look out for. It's not like preachy. It's not a preachy movie. It's actually very... As pretentious as it sounds, it's pretty nuanced about how it explains stuff. It's good. It's good. I liked it, is my summation. Everything's about global warming? Well, yeah, it's pretty pertinent to all of us. So, kind of. Species, tangleweed. Plant life with basic sentience. Excuse me? Thinking grass? Tangleweeds are only dangerous to small organisms. They're covered in tiny barbs designed to trap potential meals. Tangleweeds lack the strength to do anything more than hinder larger life forms. Sentient plants. Someone get Joe Rogan on the phone. Dude, this is a bop. Like that little, like, tambourine. So I think I've been here. I have. That's because I'm looking... You know what? I need to go back to my ship. And then go to the Octorok area. But I don't fully remember the way back, so I think I'm just gonna go... Oh shit, that's the way back, I think. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna hit the save point first. Funk, what was your favorite Call of Duty game for zombies? And what was your favorite map? Oh, damn. Well, I stopped playing COD after Modern Warfare 3. And the only one I've gotten since was Black Ops 4. And even that purchase I kind of regret. So I guess Modern Warfare 2 was my favorite. Or was it? I don't know. I put the most hours in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. It's pretty classic. And Black Ops 4, it gave me a fun few dozen hours. The problem is they didn't have all the zombie maps. Modern Warfare 3 didn't have zombies? Oh shit, then what did I play? I don't remember. Good. Whatever was the closest around that time that had zombies, I guess, was the one I played. Black Ops 3? I think I might be... Oh, it can't be Black Ops 3. That's too recent. It might have been, like... 1. As you can tell, I can't really... I couldn't tell you which was my first or my favorite, but... My favorite map... I don't know, I kind of gotta give it to Nocturne. Actually, you know what? I think I just remembered why I can't name my favorite game from it. It's because the most hours of Zombies I put in was on my phone. Because Zombies was on... It was an app for a while, right? I think that's where I played the most Zombies. I played Nocturne on my fucking phone. And I had a damn good time. I know it doesn't really count, but... I like that one. I've watched a lot of Zombies content. I don't remember his name. There's this one guy who does a lot of, like, tests. He's gone to, like, wave 9,000 on some maps. So that's probably where I know the most about other Zombies from. Oh, look, another rune. But yeah, Black Ops 4 had, like... How many maps? Black Ops 4 had, like, 3 or 4 Zombies maps, and I was really frustrated it didn't have more. I was hoping when I picked up that game, it would get more. And I think it did, but it was, like, all paid content. And I didn't want to play it. I love PvE, co-op games. Which, by the way... To roll back to the discussion about Left 4 Dead 3, despite it being cancelled, the people that made Evolve, and I believe the first Left 4 Dead, they're working on a game called Back 4 Blood. And it's gonna be like a co-op. I don't know the full premise of it, but it's gonna be very in the spirits of Left 4 Dead. So if you're looking for that kind of experience, keep your eye on Back 4 Blood. The future is a vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift, for we could never hope to control what is yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up. Okay, I think I'm just going to read through... The walls are a little too long. I'm just going to read them silently. So they're just trying to... create epitaph and did not run out of water. Didn't they want to make a Left 4 Dead 3 class shooter? I don't know. I haven't kept up with the speculation. I just know I'm not stressed about a Left 4 Dead 3. I'm more interested in the Evolve guys, what they're doing. There was an unreleased Left 4 Dead 1 campaign, right? It was called, like, Riverbank or some weird thing. Never released. You can download it third party and play it. But I don't think that gets much coverage. And Left 4 Dead's the kind of game where, like, you play it enough that you wish that there was more. So just fun fact, there is probably content out there you haven't played yet. Is this it? Oh, that's an energy tank. Okay, I'll take that. Thoughts on the Dangerous 2 being made untainable? It was untainable. What do you mean? Oh, wait. That's the item you get from Poker Night 1, right? And Poker Night, you can't buy Telltale games, I don't think. Can you? I thought that was reverted when they got bought out. That can't be right. I didn't figure that would work. I just thought I'd try it. Oh, wait, it did. Oh, shit. Oh, hello. Huh. Huh. Wow, this is going to be a bit of a big brain moment, but I'll figure it out. You cannot buy Poker Night anymore. Wow, that's kind of frustrating. Poker Night is a really good game. That's probably the most fun I've ever had playing poker. Period. And I've played poker with like my family a lot. Poker Night. It's sad because I would segue into saying I recommend Poker Night, especially because everyone here knows who Heavy Weapons guy is, and he's in it. Go pirate. Go pirate Poker Night, and then go buy like some Telltale merchandise. I don't know. Go buy a Salmon Max plush. You won't regret it. Active transport located? That's a little vague. Oh, damn. How am I gonna... So I need to somehow get a bomb up into there, but you can't really... You can't really bomb that high. Poker Night 2 is good as well. It just, you know, it's different. It might not have characters you like. 2 does have GLaDOS, which made it worth it for me. You can get that? To that? I'm trying to, like, do a double pogo jump, but I cannot... Unless, like... Is it... I don't know. It doesn't seem like I can get there naturally. Hold on, I need to check what my 1 key is. Okay. You have the right idea? It's reassuring. I think what's... Okay, hold on. So I need to be above the blast when... This feels not right. You need an upgrade to get that one? I'm consulting chat. I definitely need to get something for this, right? Like a mega jump? Because there is no way in hell I can cheese that, as much as I would like to. I think I'm just gonna keep moving on. Whatever that means, I think... No, you can do it now. I'm getting multiple confirmations this is doable. It just doesn't feel like I'm supposed to. It feels like this is cheating. I did it! Well, I guess that was a lot easier than I thought. That's some bullshit. Alright. Alright, Miyamoto. Who didn't work on this because it's not his property. Give and take. Okay, so where was that marking? Oh, jeez, it's in a whole nother sector. Fuck. I think I'm just gonna focus on getting to the heat area, because that's where I know I can progress. It's just I'm getting a little turned around right now. I found like a whole different area that I did not plan on exploring. Just in a, you know, it's not a bad thing. Just like I've really got to recenter myself. I think this is where I want to be though. Funk, this game is like 14 hours long. Right on. Fucking love it. I have the trilogy, so technically I have 3 games. Although I don't know if I'm gonna start Prime 2 right after I finish this. If only because, you know, Prime 4 is a long way off, so it wouldn't hurt to sort of like straggle them along. Not that I don't think I'd get bored of this. I'm enjoying this format of game quite much, actually. But I don't know. I want to finish this, then feel it out. Actually, if anything, Doom Eternal comes out pretty soon, right? So it would be kind of wasteful to be playing this and Doom Eternal around the same time. Gotta give them their appreciation time. Funk, have you played Hollow Knight? I have played Hollow Knight. I enjoyed it. I have not beaten it. It is a game I've been asked to stream more of, because I got... Let me check. I'm actually gonna go check my Hollow Knight hours. I think it's about like 13. I have 8 hours in Hollow Knight. So, you know, not about to win, but... Oh, hold on, I might have just... Okay, we're good. I thought I hit a button that ended my stream. I panicked for a second. I'm not, like, close to beating it, but far enough in that I'm kind of accustomed to what Hollow Knight is. The problem is I took a break, and then I didn't know where to go. And then I took a longer break, and now I almost feel like I should just restart. And I don't know if I'm ready for that commitment. So it's a game I like. It's on my bucket list of gaming. I'm gonna beat Hollow Knight. Just, I don't know if it's gonna be soon. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. That might just be one of my free time games. Screen's black. Oh, it got turned to my... Okay, that's my bad. The button I hit turned it to my webcam, but because my webcam's disabled, you didn't see me awkwardly talking to myself. Ha. You thought you were gonna get a face reveal. No, I'm here. Let me... Hold on. I want to look around. Is this a boss? This is like a mini boss. I feel like I'm just kind of getting thrown in over my head. Yeah. Oh, my Wii! My Wii is prone to slowdown. I can't tell if this is a two-headed dragon or like a very fast one. Or it's like a cat-dog dragon. Stress fractures can be seen. Okay. Man, I feel like people do not talk enough about how fucking cool the morph ball is in FPS. in an FPS format. Granted, the games came out, like, decades ago. But every time I enter morph mode, I just think about, like, how cool of a... how that turns the game into, like, a marble game. Wow, I'm getting sensory overload right now. Hold on. Have you ever played Castle Crashers? Are you interested in Castle Crashers content? Would you watch that? Is there a market? I don't really... No, I do not play very much Castle Crashers. I think I got it like 4 years ago, because my friends wanted to play. Which describes like 80% of my Steam library pretty accurately, to be honest. My friends wanted to play it, and then we didn't. And now it's just in my library. Oh, great. So if I get snapped by that thing, I'm dead. Sounds like. I gotta do some looking around. I think I gotta somehow get rid of this. If you stream Castle Crashers with friends, it would be fun, Funk. Oh, that's cute. You think my friends still play video games? I got a couple friends that play video games, but I don't know. I'm not really in a Castle Crashers mood. It's not even that it's like a dated game. It's just sort of a dated vibe for me. It's not something I'm jumping to play. Man, I don't want to completely leave the area. I just, like, doesn't feel like there's progression for me right now. Also, this definitely isn't even the heated area I wanted to be in. There was another elevator, I think. I looked for morph ball slots, but it's nothing. No, I think I'm gonna return to the surface and check another elevator. I'll just memorize where I am. To get past that room, I have to go morph ball and get snapped. I believe you. That's actually, yeah, there's a little hole next to that thing. Ah, damn it. Now that I know, I have to go do it. Should have told me when I had already left. Yeah, there's a little entrance to the crabs. I assumed that I would die even in ball mode. But I'll go. Hot take. No pun intended. Snowy areas are a cooler aesthetic in video games than hot areas. Which feeds into my other point, which is I hope that there's a snow area in Doom Eternal. I think that would be a worthy addition. And it's not even just about, oh, well, there's too many fiery lava areas, so it's about exposure. I just think objectively, snowy areas are cooler. Even if they were, like, shown equally. That's not to say lava areas are, like, dumb. This is goofy. Oh, really? Okay. You little fuck. Glad you say that. There's snow in Metroid Prime. It's game of the year. 2020 for me. It's decided. Funk. Snow areas are worse because I have PTSD from ice platforming. That's fair. That ice platforming can be a bitch. But at least that's like an interactable mechanic, whereas lava is just don't enter it. It's just an obstacle. It's no different from a spike. At least with ice, you can do cool stuff with it. It can fall from the sky. It can be slippery. It can melt if you, like, hit it with fire, so it can contain items. There's options. Aesthetically more pleasing. Need I go on? Now that said, lava does have its merits. Unless you're Dark Souls 1, in which case, please never do that shit. Never do that kind of area, period. But otherwise, I don't know, I'm just a fan of the snow aesthetic. Maybe I think that's just an inherently human thing. We go gaga for snow. Especially if you look at the Game of Thrones fangirls. They go gaga for snow. I just thought I would share that opinion is all. The city of Irithyll, Dark Souls 3. It's a snowy city. One of the prettiest fucking... I don't know why I said fucking. It really didn't add anything to that sentence. One of the prettiest areas in a video game for me. High tier. Surprised I haven't made a pretty... I haven't made a pretty cities YouTube video yet. So I'm just gonna trademark that one. But I can tell you right now, if I ever make a video on freaking cool landscapes, Irithyll is making the list. Dark Souls just gets like 7 slots. Already confirmed. No, I can't do a Dark Souls tier list, because it's too easy. Everything. Also, I haven't beaten 2 yet, so... incomplete data. Okay, I'm locking on. This is... too much for me. I don't have my charge shot yet, which makes this, like, especially frustrating. I don't think it dies. I don't think I'm supposed to even fight this. Okay, I give up. I've missiled it 4 times. Well, it died while I wasn't looking at it. The world isn't right. If I had to pedal off beautiful Dark Souls area, Irithyll, you know, it's just a free low. It's free win. Or not Irithyll. And Orlando is a free choice. Dark Souls 3 is just basically places from all the old games, so it's almost cheating to use that one. And honestly, I don't even remember all of the areas enough. I think if I had to pick a favorite thing about Dark Souls, it's that there's so much content I literally don't remember it all. There's so many areas which I feel like for a lot of games that doesn't apply. I could tell you all the different areas in Resident Evil. Ash Lake looks sick. It looks sick, but that's like the unfinished area in DS1, right? And looking sick is different from playing sick. I just got Dark Souls 1. Any tips? It's okay if you just want to do like a warrior build, but I would suggest trying to learn some of the mage stuff in Dark Souls. It's easy to make the mistake playing Dark Souls of just doing brute force, just running at them and parrying and hitting them hard, but I think it's worth learning how to use, like, spells. Did I leave this area? I don't think there's much for me here. I'm gonna go. Don't mind me just finishing off my Indonesian coffee at 11:30. FUNKe, please travel to that Are the elevator is giving you an option 2. Did you just have a stroke? Do you want a second attempt? I feel like I should have hit a save point recently, but I haven't. Oh, I don't think I can even do too much in this area. Well, 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 speak of snow areas. I like that it's right after the fire area, too. That's cute. That's cool. Okay, but real talk, she would freeze to death in this metal suit. Granted, it probably has some insulation, I would hope. Wow, this is... I did not expect this aesthetic for this game, but it's welcome. Funk, which looks cooler, a sword made of molten metal, or a sword made of ice-cold metal? There's a weapon in Dark Souls 3 that's made of ice. And I used that thing the entire game. And after I did that, I learned that that's what almost everyone does. So I'm gonna pick that one. I think ice weapons... Have you ever had a festive eyelander? You know. I don't know. I think, like, the freshly forged sword that's clearly still, like, hot to the touch. It's cool, but it's not as... It's... I don't know. Doesn't have as much personality. Every sword gets forged that way. How does an ice sword get forged? Well, you just pop off a... like a stalagmite and put it on a handle. That's pretty... That's got some personality. That's kind of part of the reason I like TF2, because every weapon, it's almost like a character. Like, the soda popper is a force of nature that was broken and then someone taped cans onto it. You can make a weapon have personality. But most games don't do that. They're just like, oh, it's a weapon, it looks cool. Devil May Cry kinda does that. Like, some of the weapons you get from bosses, and it's like, they're aesthetic, and you stole it from them, but at the same time, there's not a backstory on how the weapon was made, it's just a weapon that looks, you know, it shares the color palette of the boss. That's not quite as cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop walking in a circle. I think I need something new to go through. Blast shield over door is secure. Okay. Agni and Rudra are talking heads. Yeah, those are some of my favorite Devil May Cry weapons. What is this thing? I feel like this is some weird parkour section. Anyways, an ice weapon is... got... charisma. What happened, Funk? You were gone for a week and now all you talk about is Devil May Cry. Clearly you don't come here much if you think this is a rare occurrence. I don't know, I was just... I think my mind is in that headspace because of all the Smash news, and I was really, really hoping, but it didn't happen, so now I don't know what to do. So all I can do is get it out of my system. I think that's what's happening. Grating has become brittle from temperature fluctuations. Large traces of radion detected. That is fake. It said it's brittle though, so I learned. Wow, that's kind of a cool puzzle. A little convenient, you know, in world I don't find that a plausible line of events, but okay, I unlocked the door. This stream is always very philosophical. It is, but like I said, Twitch chat can be a philosophical graveyard. So there's only so much value. I'm not too worried about the unlockables stuff. I'm just gonna keep moving. Oh, fuck. That could have been bad. Is this really gonna be a dropper section? Okay. Here. Save room in cave, by the way. Well, like I missed? I have my own saves. I don't feel safe though here. Hold on, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. Double check that other area. If there's actually a save point nearby, I need to hit it and quit it. You have a dead pixel in your crosshair? Thanks for pointing it out. I don't think that's a dead pixel. I think that's just the crosshair. Nope, that looks like a dead... Wow, you really had to... Fuck you, dude. Fuck you for pointing that out. Whatever. Now I'm gonna see that shit every time I play. I don't think I can get up. I was told there was a save point in the cave, but I don't know what you mean. Oh, hold on. Is it this way? This cave? Wow. No, it's not a... Oh, it is a dead pixel. I saw that. But look, it's not showing now. That's strange. I think it's just like a quirk of the emulation. I'll mess with it off stream. I'm really not worried about it. It's right on top of the crosshair. Just pretend it's a visual detail. Forgot how I got up there. It was this way. They aren't visible in 480p, but they'll show in anything above it. Oh. Well, I'll take that. I'm really not too stressed about... If it really bothers people, I can just overlay a green pixel in OBS. Although it'd be kind of weird when I leave that mode. So... get used to it. I can't do that because then I'd have to have a hotkey that makes it disappear, and then I'd have to manually turn it on and off. And I don't want to do that. Oh, okay, this area is a good definition of stimuli overload. There's a bunch of new enemies, a bunch of areas to jump to. I don't know where to start. Crystallite. Territorial scavenger. All I know is they are a fucking annoying item in Smash. That's all I know about the Crystallites. And that's all I need to know. If Fire Emblem's taught me anything, it's that if you're annoying in Smash, then I'm not gonna care much for you anywhere else. To Sakurai's dismay. Okay, I almost... This is too much. How long have I been streaming for? If I've been going for at least 4 hours, I might just call it here and return for the snowy area. Because this is so much. Or rather, it's so much that's different that I feel like if I play for another, you know, hour and then stop, it's gonna be weird to start again. Like in the middle of it. So I think I'm just gonna call the crystal area my stopping point. I'm having fun with this, though. I think I'm quite settled in the camp of I will be beating this game. And if I'm really so stressed, I can start a stream earlier. So I have more time to play it. But I'm gonna call it there. You know, it's getting towards 12. I'm not generally an AM streamer. So, I'm gonna pop off. Hopefully you learned something insightful about the... If nothing else, you got to see Metroid Prime on a mouse and keyboard with HD textures. It's the least I can do for you. I will definitely be continuing this game. You can... What day is it? Saturday? You can expect to stream tomorrow. I'll be around. I don't have a confirmed time. I usually start either 6 or 8. So it'll be one of those. I'm gonna play more of this, and maybe something else. Again, I'm still working on the Minecraft stuff. I'll post in the Discord for those curious. I'll give everyone a forewarning when it's happening, just so you can, like, download the mods and all that is necessary. But so far, I'm really liking this game. Damn, I'm just another game I feel like I should have played earlier. It's fine. You convinced me to try this. Hey, it's the more the merrier. Again, I'm having fun on mouse and keyboard, but it's generally made for a controller, so don't feel bad about just playing it that way either. Yeah. That's it for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. You can watch FUNKe VODs on YouTube if you miss streams, and you know the rest. You can join the Discord. Let me check just to make sure if I missed any Twitch subs. I still don't have the alerts on, but I'm trying to be attentive again to when I get them. I took a break from that just for mental reasons, but I think the least I can do is give people their due. Looks like I've caught just about all of them. If I missed any, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'll see you late.